Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Oh yeah, lay ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing the street geek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. Look, man, it's NERDSoul Gaming. Oh, that's right. And we got some other folks up on the line. Open mind, say what's up.
What's up, NERDSoul family? Game World, FGC World. What the deal? Glad to be back again.
Man, look, you know the deal right now. All right, they talk about that Tokon.
Yeah, Tokon is getting attacked right now. It's under attack.
All right, cool. Since you have the game, I don't have the game yet. Since you've got the game, please, if you would, break down your experience on the PlayStation side, because we'll get into the full experience, but on the PlayStation side, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, and mind y'all, I need y'all to just bear with me. I am working on my review. I did the beta review already. Now that the game is out, fully released, it's been about 4 days as of this recording. You know, I am going to do another review on the game at some point. I got my clip saved. I just need to kind of take time and edit it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just bear with me on that. So I'm going to say here what I would say on my video review with some more in-depth in my video review. I still love the game. I still give the game an A. Now, I'm fully aware of the issues that's been having with the PC port, right? And everybody's reacting to Maximilian Dude uninstalling the game on PC. They're taking that hot take clip, but there's more to that. It's like those fake Christians that just grab one Bible verse just to make their point, and then there's more to that verse. There's a whole chapter that nobody wants to talk about. He says that he's uninstalling it on PC because of the PC issues that it had upon launch, but he never said he wasn't going to play the game or he's uninstalling the game completely and this game is trash. He has a PlayStation 5. We're talking about Maximilian Dude. He has a PlayStation. He has a Nintendo Switch. He has a PC. He has an Xbox. He has every console because he's Maximilian Dude and he has to report on these things. Plus, he got money. The dude's a millionaire. He has all 3 consoles. So he just decided to play it on the PlayStation because he prefers PC until ArcSys fixes the PC issues and bugs that it was having, which as of this recording today, they did patch the game. There was an emergency patch that happened today with the intent on fixing the bug that the PC players have been dealing with, right? And I can say that all of my PC opponents have been very choppy. Those who have it on PC and it was working on your PC and you fought me, the connection been kind of suspect, right? You know what I'm saying? I got my crossplay settings on because I just want to experience the game. And you can tell that their PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, there's like a little small icon, but it's there if you're paying attention, because a lot of people don't usually see the little cross, like little wavy X that you know that somebody. It's an icon that says crossplay, but it tells you if they're PC or Xbox. But anyway, my PC opponents have been lagging, right? At least before this patch. However, I need everybody in the FGC to calm down. And here's why I say this. I know people going to say I'm a shill for Marvel Tokon and ArcSys. I'm not a shill. I'm not. Okay. I think we need to pump our brakes because, for one, y'all already hated the fact that this game had auto combo and modern controls anyway. So you're kind of looking for a reason to trash this game, right? You're looking for a reason.
And every game is going to have that, just so you know. Every game is going to have that.
Modern controls.
Every new fighting game is going to have that.
It's an industry standard at this point. They're even trying to implement it into the Virtual Fighter game that's coming out, right? So I don't know how they're going to do that, but that's their intention. And it's an industry standard. It's like the super move is an industry standard, right? The super shadow move where you build up a meter and your character does a little cinematic super move special. That is very standard, right? Tekken people, starting in Tekken 7, I believe, Tekken 6, I believe, is when they gave you the Rage Art, right? Well, a lot of Tekken players hate the Rage Art because it saves people. It's a comeback mechanic, and they hate the fact that there's a Rage Art in Tekken. But if Tekken wanted to sell more copies, they had to put a super move in. It's an industry standard. So modern controls is an industry standard. And I think, I can't prove this, I'm just going off of the general consensus and the behavior of the FGC up until this point. Y'all have been trashing Marvel Tokon since the beta. Y'all been saying it's easy mode, modern controls, scrub, auto combo, mash, whatever hot take you had, because you're probably losing to these auto combos. Oh, here he is. Ha ha ha. It's not working on PC. This game is trash. Like, okay, it's only been 4 days. The game came out Thursday, August 6th. Today is, as of this recording, August 10th. 4 days.
Well, people are saying that they fumbled the greatest launch in history.
They haven't fumbled anything. This is listen. We're talking about a group of people who bought GTA 6 before
even seeing any gameplay frames.
Y'all already own a copy of GTA 6 that doesn't come out till November, and y'all gave Rockstar $4 billion. Okay, we talk about the same gaming community, and I'm FGC included. This is the gaming community. I'm encompassing all of y'all. Y'all gave Rockstar $4 billion for GTA 6, and November's not even here.
And y'all ain't seen no gameplay.
And here it is. We on the heels. We were about a year and a half away from the heels of the digital only world, and there's no disc. Now y'all want to boycott? It's too late. So, well, here's why I'm saying everybody need to pump their brakes with the Marvel Tokon. It's only been 4 days. It hasn't been 4 weeks. It hasn't been 4 months. It hasn't been 4 years. It's been 4 days. Okay? Now, if it's been 4 weeks or 4 months or a year and there was an issue with PC port, okay, I would be on y'all side. I'd be cussing ArcSys out too, along with y'all.
But also, you know, this is all Sony's fault, right? Like we all know this is all Sony's fault. Sony did
and that's why I give the game an A-, right? Because the minus is administrative. It's business, right? I'm giving
ArcSys ain't big enough to stop Sony.
Yeah,
I know we all love ArcSys, but Sony is like, bruh, Sony makes like toasters. Like they do everything.
But we gotta look at this for what it is. Okay, so Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is not gonna happen because Sony canceled their contract with Capcom. That contract was up, it didn't get renewed. Something, I don't know the real particulars. So don't get me to I'm not speaking for them. I'm telling y'all, this is something you can look up.
Capcom ain't making it.
Capcom did not renew their deal or contract or whatever you want to call that with Marvel. Not with Sony, with Marvel. So Marvel was in search for somebody to make a fighting game. Marvel then hired ArcSys. Okay, and then Sony put their name in the hat to fund this thing, to be a part of this thing.
Oh.
Okay, so the business side, our Marvel vs. Capcom 4, air quote, whatever you want to call this, because 4 was really infinite. So the new Marvel vs. Capcom game, tag fighter type of game, modernized, updated, new game that we're all used to, is now being done by ArcSys, and it's Marvel only. And ArcSys is making it instead of Capcom. So with Sony being the spearhead, the investor, the boss, at the end of the day, ArcSys has to do what Sony says, because that's who's paying their bills.
Yeah.
Why is it that you have to, as a PC player, get a PlayStation account to play Marvel Tokon? Because Sony says so. Now, that's part of the corporate greed that we spoke about. That's why I give Marvel Tokon an A-. What's the minus for? The minus is for the business, and then, not to mention, the game is not available in 130 some countries because of the fact that Sony has not renewed or did what they were supposed to do in these said countries. So the issue that we're having is a Sony issue. It's not an ArcSys issue. It's not a Marvel issue. It is a Sony issue. Corporate greed, whatever you want to call it. I'm with the people who want to, I won't say boycott Sony, but because if we're boycott Sony, then we're not going to play Wolverine. We're not going to play Grand Theft Auto 6. We're not going to play God of War.
Whatever Spider-Man game they got coming next.
We're not going to play Spider-Man. We're not going to play NBA 2K, Madden. We're not going to play Call of Duties. We're not going to play the Final Fantasy Revelation. We're not going to play any more Sony games at all, period, if we're boycotting. That's why I said I'm not part of the boycott. That's kind of stupid. Two things can be true. Two things can happen simultaneously. You can play your PlayStations, what have you, and still boycott PlayStation. But we're looking at a monopoly here, right? What options do people have? You have a Nintendo option, a PlayStation option, an Xbox option, or PC option. Now, everybody
Xbox is essentially just, just PC now to a certain degree.
So, and it's dying out. So here's a situation we find ourselves in, right? We're as consumers. We're in a rock and a hard place. Okay, we're kind of like in too deep, so to speak. So we have to be honest here. Everybody that say boycott this, boycott that, like Target, Walmart, so what have you, a lot of this is situations where we have to go to the store and buy groceries. So if you're if you're boycotting Walmart because they're air quote racist, which they are, the Waltons are racist. If you're gonna do that, then that means you have to go get your groceries from over here or over there. But what if that grocery store is too far away from you? Yeah, and Walmart's up the street. Target, we want to boycott Target, and then Jay-Z did the deal with Target and all this stuff, right? And I'm not shopping at Target myself, but I'm saying with these boycotts, and Jamil Hill said this. If anybody knows who Jamil Hill is, she mentioned this on one of her podcasts, one of her shows, about people trying to shame other people for where they shop. When we're in these situations, we don't have a choice but to shop at a lot of these places. We'll shop at black-owned business. Black-owned businesses are not, black-owned grocery stores is not in major cities like that. They may be a few sprinkled here and there. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying there are more Walmarts than black grocery stores. There are more Targets than black grocery stores. There are more whatever, what have you, these boycott businesses that we're doing. For example, let's say Amazon. Amazon, for example, everybody orders from Amazon. If you stop ordering from Amazon, you're putting a lot of people out of work who work for Amazon. What did Amazon just do in New York a few years back? One of the Amazon employees went on strike, did a lawsuit and all that stuff with the union. It was a black guy, right? He was boycotting Amazon because of their crazy work practices. On the other hand, you can say you're boycotting Amazon, but you still have to order stuff, and you're probably ordering it from Amazon because there's a monopoly there. So either you're just not going to play video games at all. Back to Sony. If you're either not going to play video games at all, or you're going to actually use some common sense here. We're mad at Marvel Tokon because the PC port was acting up, buggy, whatever you want to call it, right? We're mad at Sony for not selling, for trying not to go, for switching to digital instead of physical. But have y'all seen the numbers of digital versus physical copies sold? Instead of us,
ain't nobody buying no physical games, man. They need to stop lying about that stuff.
If everybody would just stop and think and stop jumping on trends, we need to be fighting for our digital rights, not trying to hold on to physical stuff. Because look, you live in a digital age right now. Like it or not, you're watching this video as we speak. This video, you hear my voice digitally. I'm not on a disc right now. This particular episode that you're watching, you're listening to Open Mind Yap His Mouth, is a digital video. It's not a physical video. You clicked like, you shared, you watched, you're listening, and this is a digital situation that you're in. You are, because if that's the case, then you need to boycott NERDSoul, boycott Open Mind, boycott YouTube, boycott TikTok, boycott digital your TV, your flat screen TV, which is standard now. We don't have the fatback TVs no more.
Nope.
Every
Not
TV is flat. Every TV is flat. That TV is digital. You may have cable, because in order to get internet, they force you to kind of get the cable package, right? Even if you're not watching it, your cable TV is digital. Your internet is digital. The very internet that you are using to come in comment sections and boycott and make videos, the video that you're uploading to boycott digital is a digital video. So are we hypocrites? I just want to, if we're holding people accountable here, right? That's what we're doing, right? We're boycotting and we're holding accountability, right? Okay, everybody, I want to hold everybody accountable for their digital life that they're living as you boycott digital. Because I'm not saying that it's okay to get rid of physical stuff. What I'm saying is our focus is off. What we need to be doing is fighting for our digital rights, the right to own the thing that you bought that's digital. So they can't take it from you and say, well, hey, it's digital. We no longer have a contract with that company anymore. So all your digital content now gone and your money's gone. No, what we need to be doing is fighting for digital rights, which we are doing, by the way. We, meaning there are lawyers right now in effect suing Sony in the UK and other countries, saying that Sony owes a lot of people some money, and there's a class action lawsuit right now. It's like several class action lawsuits right now. I got the email. I got the I don't know if anybody got it, but you should have gotten an email if you have a Sony PlayStation account. There are several class action lawsuits. I don't know when the money's going to be paid out. There's over $700 million out there that Sony owes to people who purchased games between August 2021 and now. And that's just one of many lawsuits. So there are people fighting for digital rights. What's happening in the social media realm, the gaming realm, is that these so-called detectives, these fake content creator detectives, are getting y'all to focus on boycott this because they're not selling physical copies anymore. But if you look at the business numbers, right, you can look it up. You can look and see how many digital copies of games have been sold versus physical copies that have been sold throughout. Just look at the last decade. They've made more money on digital. All they're doing is making a business decision. I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm just calling a spade a spade. When you a business owner and you looking at your spreadsheets and your account statements and all of your profit statements and everything you've done in a fiscal year or a quarter, you're looking at where you made money at, where you lost money at. If you made more money over here and lost money over there, you're probably going to focus on where you made the money at, and you're going to pour your attention into that. If it happens to be digital, then that's what they're going to do. Now, I'm not even shocked that they're moving into the digital phase. This doesn't shock me. I kind of saw this coming, not because I was thinking about it, because it kind of makes sense. Your cell phone's digital, your money's digital, your bank account's digital, new cars, 2026 cars are digital cars.
Yeah.
Right? Hybrid cars, they run on batteries because we're getting away from gasoline and we're going more towards battery. Everything is computer. You got self-driving cars, that's digital. A self-driving car is digital. Okay? Airplanes are autopilot. If you fly on an airplane right now, if you've caught a flight anywhere, any pilot will tell you that the plane is flying itself. The only time the pilot takes control is to land the plane. To take off, to land. That's it. The pilots have to stay awake. They have to drink coffee and Red Bulls and things and such to stay awake during the flight because they're not holding the wheel and they're not flying the plane. The plane is flying itself. That's digital. The very flights. You don't believe me? I used to work at an airport. Okay? I'm not giving you my opinion if you're listening here. Delta, Southwest, Frontier, British Airways, Emirates, all
Everybody.
of them. An airplane is autopiloting itself. The
Yeah,
only
pretty much
time
the pilot pretty much just takes off and lands,
takes off and lands. That's all they do.
and they're pretty much there
Okay.
to make sure nothing crazy goes on.
Amazon already has self-driving trucks on the road. Not just Amazon, several distributors. Several distributors, because your 18-wheelers is what delivers the items and the goods in the city that you live in. Everything that you have in your house, from furniture to food and groceries, was delivered by an 18-wheeler truck. I am a CDL driver. Trust me when I tell you this. Everything in the United States is transported through truck.
Yeah.
Through 18-wheeler truck. And there are 18-wheeler trucks that are self-driving. Okay, so
Now
we are
that is
moving.
something I super don't agree with, but that's a whole nother.
I'm not agreeing with it either.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is
that's a whole nother.
we're moving into a digital age and it's happening so fast. Chat GPT is digital. I can go on all day. I'll just give an example. What I'm saying is this. We sat sleep as a society and allowed ourselves to go into a digital age. Where what is an NFT? An NFT is a digital asset. It could be a picture, it could be a song, it could be whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
An NFT is part of a blockchain. What is a blockchain? It is a digital code. It is a digital storage mainframe where I don't know who controls it, but it's inside of a mainframe, and the blockchain attaches the code to the digital asset that you own because the blockchain keeps track of it. But the blockchain itself is digital. So we've allowed ourselves as a society to move into a digital age 10 years ago. Nobody was hollering about that. We weren't paying attention.
Everybody wanted to be in the digital age.
Okay, now that we're
And
in
the digital age is dope. The only issue is that we shouldn't be handcuffed by that digital age.
We need our digital rights.
Perfect example, like with cars. Right now, cars are big computers. That's fine. The only issue is they're using those computers as a way to handcuff us and make sure that only, the dealership can work on the car.
Right, and they're putting the mechanic out of business.
Yeah.
The independent mechanic. Maybe one of them. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah,
I got it. So yeah, they're putting the mechanic out of business. They're putting the mechanic out of business. I got it, baby. They're putting the mechanic out of business. With something like those cars being, and that's not just cars. That's a lot of things, right? The corporation wants to replace the human with a robot, but you can't, right? Somebody has to monitor the robot. It doesn't have to put us out of work. You can let the robot fix the car, but you still, the human, need to oversee the robot fixing the car and still pay that person the same salary you was paying them before the robot took over, because you're allowing that human to save their back and their knees and stuff, and to live a lot longer instead of having to retire early because their back is thrown out from fixing cars.
I mean, Ford just had to hire back a whole bunch of people because they changed their whole line of robots and then realized, hey, maybe robots shouldn't be in charge of building 4,000 pound machines that people have to drive in down the road around 60, 70 miles per hour.
You need a human being to oversee it, so it shouldn't have to replace us as a robot. Robots and AI shouldn't replace humans, which they're starting to learn that, right? Because God is God. God is so humorous. God has a sense of humor. Okay, you humans think you've invented something to replace me, huh? I'm gonna show you just how bad you need me. Me meaning people. Because God is in us all, right? We're here for a reason. Just like we need the bees to pollinate, we need the fish in the water. You cannot destroy the environment because you came up with a machine. Okay, you need to breathe the air, so you need those trees to, as you take in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide, and the trees take in that carbon dioxide and gives you oxygen. It's a give and take. We inhale oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. It's a give and take. Okay, you cannot get rid of nature. Human beings being the nature. You have to have us there. So what? You got a new robot. Okay, well then you got to teach me how to babysit this robot. Because this robot can do all the manual stuff. I'll do all the thinking for the robot. So at the end of the day, we need to be fighting for our digital rights.
Yeah. And again, matter of fact, we got Coop. Coop should be on the line by now.
Okay.
Like, yo, Coop, can you hear us?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I second everything what Open Mind just said. He was preaching a word. Can't take human out of human nature.
Yeah.
Nature and human goes together. You know, whether what you subscribe to, whether it's, Christ, Buddha, whatever, guess what? They want humans to be around. So even like Zeus want humans around, even if he want to kill us. Jokes.
We are necessary.
It's one of those things where it's like, back to your digital rights. Like there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the digital world. We all want a digital world. That's great. It's, we don't need to be handcuffed.
Speaking of digital rights, the big boys are finally trying to get their audience on board. Shout out to Spawn Wave. I give Spawn Wave, I don't consider him a grifter because he actually does do work that's worth a damn.
He kind of just does straight up news, really.
Yeah, he does straight up news. He might give his opinion, but he's never overly whiny about it.
He's more of a reporter than like a
he'll give
opinion piece, writer.
Yeah. He'll give an opinion, like he'll do like maybe once a week where it'll be a very short one. He keeps it simple and he just like, this is what I think, this will be that. But it's not like his boy who go on who do the trash tangents for his entertainment, for his audience, RGT. But as his boy,
RGT 85.
I only go to him for when I just know it's like when Xbox usually screw up. Because I'll give him credit for that. He'd be right about Xbox, even though broke clock is right twice a day. So he gets that right. But yeah, he's starting to say, you know what? He's like, Spawn was like, I'm starting to concede that we probably never get physical back, y'all. Realistically, these games cannot fit.
And we shouldn't. We shouldn't. Just keep it real. We shouldn't.
I'm not opposed to it, but I like the options. But also, you got to get your digital rights.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. It sounds good. I like the option. But does it sound good to a business to be able to just have it just in case you feel like it? Come on, bro. They want product on hand that you gonna buy.
The answer is no, because it'll be a boutique fee that they can run. Do they want to run it? Maybe not, because they probably would rather pass it off to a third party than to have first party boutique options. Because this is what happen. This is me pie in the sky guess or whatever. Let's just say Sony says we're gonna have a boutique option. But for this boutique option to remain and to remain feasible, we need to sell, let's say, at least 1 million physical copies, which is probably low by their standards, to make this part of our operation maintained. So let's just say Sony come up, all right, y'all, ball in y'all corner. This is the option. This is why. Yes, evil corporation, no doubt, not taking up for Sony, y'all. So whoever in the comments, trust and believe. I am not pro big corpo.
No,
not at all.
This is the straight business. If you listening right now that hate Sony, if you had a business and they said, hey, we want you to sell a certain item because we just want the option available. We're not going to buy it. We're not even going to purchase or give you any money promising that we will buy it. We just want it to be around. Come on, bruh.
I'll just say this.
Good and well you ain't going to do that.
Let's say they create that option and they say they hold you hostage like the Joker. So you got a year or two. If these benchmarks aren't met, we know that y'all are capped. We know that y'all are lying. Y'all just want to do it for the clicks and the views, yada, yada, yada. So they can put your mouth where your money is and make you hold you accountable that if y'all about physical, then prove our numbers wrong. They can do that, y'all. And if they test that out, physical will be deader than a doorknob. And they kind of already did. Not saying that numbers can't be manipulated to prove something, but also numbers don't necessarily lie. Two things can both be the same. And
but Coop, I wanna add to what you just said right there. I want to state right there. Let's say they do that. Let's say they give everybody what they want. Not when I say everybody, I mean the 6 people that's crying about it. Okay, so so they hold on to physical, and they give us they let the physical option stay there. Digital still gonna outsell physical. Everybody who made a video, everybody who's in the comment section crying about the physical's going away, blah, 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 blah. Y'all are not going to go buy the physical copy. You're not.
Here's the problem. And I'll say this again, and you know, after a fun night of getting my butt toe up in Tokon, because I was like, all right, I got to dip. It's a little late. They still going to midnight. Shout out to Little Wars on Jefferson. There's a little plug for them. I know they used to do it. Now they got reasons to do it. They playing Blaze Blue, Tokon. They playing Memphis C3. They brought their own monitors. Shout out to those guys. They wind up hearing this. Thank y'all for the butt whoopings. I'll be more on that a little bit later. But you know, ultimately, you know, if y'all buying Tokon, we said this last time. If y'all pre-ordered GTA, if y'all gonna buy Wolverine, if y'all buy those 3 things, y'all are full of it. If y'all like, I'm gonna still do it
earlier. I said that earlier before you came on.
So just to say it, if you buy those 3 things, but you still trying to hold Sony accountable, you're not holding Sony accountable. Also, quit yelling at small people like Genshin Attack, and damn sure don't holler at the black. If there's black developers that somehow magically get on PlayStation platform, don't yell at them over this nonsense. I've seen these little. I seen it. I was sending it to you. Open. I said, look at these dudes who in their wife beaters in these little weird, you know, in their mama back room with these TikTok videos. Unwashed butts. If y'all got Crunchyroll, I do not have a Crunchyroll membership, but I watch every anime I want to see. Don't ask me how, but I don't pay for Crunchyroll. I pay for PSN because, hey, I play online thing. There's not much offline Sony stuff or whatever. So, but I openly say I'm not getting a PS6. I'm gonna support the 5 and that, but that's it with me. For one, it's gonna cost too much. The game's not going to really be that much more. So I am going to future speak with my dollars. Unless I am balling out of control. But also, if you don't work for digital rights, a physical not going to matter. It's going to be a rock that they can turn off at any moment. Yes, I bought a physical for Tokon. Mike laughed at me. But that's okay. I wanted for to have... Because if I come across Steve Bloom, I'm getting Steve Bloom. If I'm balling, I want to go see Steve Bloom again, I'm going to get him to sign the Tokon thing. Because there's no physical of Marvel Robbins, and you know he did Marvel voices for 20 years. He's doing like 3 or the dude do the whole. I would love that just for me. But is that something that I want to hold everybody accountable? You need to be like me and be like, no, I don't want to do that. I ask for me because I love Marvel. I appreciate what these dudes do as voice actors. I think it would be cool just to have in my collection. Do I want to stop some progress? I would like progress and availability with responsibility. So you can have the new things, the newer things that do save space, that do save waste, and maybe try to get prices down and own the rights. Now, I'm going to tell you now, this is one out of the 2 I just mentioned. Which one you think you would get first? Price go down or you get your rights? You get your rights first. They ain't never bringing that price down.
Right, you
get your rights first. They're like, because you still gonna buy it. They're like, all right, we'll might concede. And maybe once the government, if they get government lobbies, but they can't make them go down on price because that's fair market price fixing. You know, they can't literally say, hey, you gotta turn this off.
Now y'all do know why games are expensive, right? Do y'all know?
Man, all the dev time. Well, there's a lot of inflation, but there's a lot of dev time that goes into
productions.
Well,
and then they also got to pay a whole bunch of investors back.
Well, yep. I was on the phone with a dev the other day. That one of the devs that I just know, just talking about some stuff he got going on, and not that I'm going to speak publicly about, but the conversation was about cost to make a game, right? That was kind of like what we were talking about. We were talking about a lot of stuff, but that came up about how much a game costs. And he was saying that a lot of these devs are either freelancing or they're subcontracting to these companies, to whoever the gaming company is. And a lot of them don't directly work for. Not that this doesn't apply to ArcSys. I'm just going to use it as like a mock example. Let's say ArcSys outsourced a dev to patch something, maybe to design a character, maybe to do a moveset or something. Right? There is a dev team, but there's that dev team can only do certain things. There's this one guy or girl that can make some dope artwork. There's this one guy or girl who can code or something, right? And they'll do it from their house. And they'll do the assignment, the task, and then they'll send in their copy of work or their package of work into the mainframe. And they're charging that company a fee, right? So they have to pay these people these game prices, and this isn't to justify the high price because if it's too expensive for me, I'm not buying it either. But these people, this is their salary, this is their livelihood. On one hand, we want this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that for said game. Well, somebody got to create it. Somebody got to develop it. Somebody got to stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning making it, clicking and dragging a mouse and stuff like that. That's their livelihood. So if you want this thing, this nerf, this buff, this whatever you're asking for, this gooner skin, whatever you're asking for in the game that you're asking for it, there is a human being somewhere sitting up all night on a computer for hours and hours and hours, giving you, the content creator, complainer, person in the comment section complaining with the 2 cents, with the 5 cents about how this game is trash and they need to do this and that and this and that to said game. But in order for this and that and this and that to get done, somebody's got to actually do it, and they're charging. Not you.
Yes.
They're not charging you. They're charging the company because there's a budget.
And
right?
guess what the company gonna do? Recoup it.
They're gonna recoup it. So, but before they recoup it, though, before they even sell the game, there's a budget. Each game that's being developed has a budget, and every dev that signs on to the game looks at the budget and say, "How much budget money? Oh, they got $3 million budget on this joint. Oh, I'm gonna get some of this money."
Yep.
And you see what I'm saying? That's how this works.
And can I throw in one little more caveat, because a lot of the nerds and gamers, and people who don't understand, you would think they would, because if somebody who called himself a nerd, you think they'll be trying to be a little scholarly, but that don't necessarily apply.
I ain't trying to hear that.
But y'all, because they love to say, well, Sony got the money, Microsoft got the money. Here's the thing, y'all. This is how you stay wealthy and rich. And it sounds dirty, whatever. By not spending money, by making more money than
or spending somebody else's money.
Yes, I went to banking. I was first job was in banking, and they used to laugh. One of the sayings is, "Oh, you get rich by spending other people's money." I heard all these little weird things, but that is a saying in banking, and it's true once you learn about loans. Because I didn't really think about loans as assets. You thinking about you lending money, like no, you want to make loans to get charged interest. So, with that said, is why would they give you whatever? Like, oh, you can just spend money to fix this. These publicly traded companies look at these things as widgets and gadgets. Is this thing that we spent this money in, is it going to make us mass, stupid, god-awful money, or do we need to get rid of it and cut our losses and start for the next thing that's going to be a money-sucking vacuum? That's what they want. If they can make one thing that can just do the thing that makes them the money, they would do just that one thing. That's how it works. Now, of course, when you're big as Sony, you do multiple things and you try to make a lot of suction of money and transfer of money, if you will, because there's the theory that money is never created. So I ain't gonna get all into that, but they always are trying to transfer money from your pockets to their pockets.
Yeah,
they are not trying to give you nothing. That is how publicly traded companies work. They do not see overly giving you value, because if you don't prove them wrong and don't stop shopping with them, if you don't turn off your PSN network, if you go buy all these expensive games that they done put all these millions into or whatever, you are proving them right. That's all I'm saying. Look, and it's better to be real with yourself. I know I'm gonna buy Wolverine. I just bought Tokon. I'm gonna buy GTA. Those are gonna be my last physical copies because everything else is. I really don't play a lot of the games that are popular. I don't care about the Elden Ring slop, if you will. All the games that's like Elden Ring or like the Asian ones that's whatever the same Souls-like game. I don't like that genre.
You don't want to play no Stellar Blade?
I will watch. Look, I will watch people play Stellar Blade because it's funny to laugh at the people. And look, I like the artwork too. I'm a man of culture, but it's a little cheesy.
I'm a man of culture.
It's cheesy. They like for real. Aside, I ain't never seen because the Stellar Blade girls are robots, right?
Yeah.
The only other robot.
Are they robots or androids? I wonder what I think they're technically, but yeah.
Well, but for the say they're androids, those are the most fleshy androids ever. I ain't never seen much more butt jiggle on a robot thing. even as sexy, as wild as Ghost in the Shell can be. Even they take a moment to stop to be like, all right, we got to do our thing. The major out here got to bust heads. Then she'll be sexy or whatever. Stellar Blade is just ridiculous. All right, I was like, I watched Maximilian do homeboy Steve play it, and I'm just like, what is this game? And there was even a controversy, they kind of gave some PDF file vibes until I think they correct the girl face. Her face was too young looking. Not saying that women can't be. I know some women have that youthful gene, but it was like everybody kind of saw this weird illusion. Like, all right, it looked like a little girl, and they didn't know. By the time you saw the suit, it was like, all right, like y'all need to fix some of this design. So all I'm saying is these people, y'all, they not giving y'all nothing for free. That's all I'm saying. And then y'all so hard on the small devs. Even if you don't like a small dev, if it's $15, you can drop $15. Or if you want to build if you get your digital rights, maybe your homie might say, you know what, man, I'm broke. I want to buy this, support this small dev. I might be like, hey, man, you know what? I'll treat you till you got me back. Go support your homie and do that, whatever. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it used to be. But if you don't do a thing to stop them putting a fence up around you, they're going to keep boxing you in. You got to speak with your wallet, y'all. I don't know what else to tell you. Ain't going to be a no post. What did Sony do? All the skits are coming out. Shout out to Mighty Keith. Shout out to other people. They said, oh, we saw your post and we ain't going to do nothing. Balls in your court. Like, oh yeah. And the Warp Zone really was funny about it. They did an Xbox one. They was like, oh, we're doing so bad, but guess what? And they like, you idiots are gonna buy it anyway. I laughed evilly to the bank. So if y'all understand parody is, taking the truth and putting a warp on it, a sense, but is it not true? And they call you liquid money or they call you dollar sign. They calling you an investment to them. They're not worried about you. So y'all take your money, get some activists who really are about this, because this is where Blade Runner and all these things are coming in. It's about your digital rights, because eventually they want things to be hard. If they can, we'll probably never see it, but they want stuff to be like in Tron, where it's hard light and it vanishes in thin air or whatever. That's where they eventually want it to go. They were trying to theorize how to do that, like quantum computing and computing on light and smoke. Well into the future, like 30, 50 years, that only a supercomputer can do. Think about it. For your phone, it used to be a computer that fill up that, size of a bank or something. Now it's in your pocket. So what do you think is the next level of power? So they're
gonna be having some type of chip that they can put in your head or something.
So that's what I'm just saying. Like the digital thing, I'm just avoiding those conversations. We gonna have it here all the time as it keeps going. But I don't know what other topics y'all talked about, but there is one I like to bring up. Is y'all know we're gonna keep bringing up GTA.
Yeah, go and drop that knowledge.
It kind of flows into all of this, because all this this S is related. So
Yeah.
to show you what I do kind of love about Rockstar, I don't appreciate greed or whatever, but I also like that Rockstar is going to constantly show you y'all are full of it. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, y'all are full of it." I ain't gonna buy Rockstar. I ain't gonna buy GTA 6. I ain't gonna buy.
How much money they make, Coop? For $4 billion?
$4 billion.
$4 billion.
They already. It is being reported by credible sources that when this thing dropped, like the
billion.
it's going to be the largest. Let me say this slowly. When GTA 6 drop, y'all, it will be the largest thing in media / entertainment ever. On day one, that means you see how Brand New Day Spider-Man broke the Avengers record?
Yeah.
It's going to crumple that on day one. So, who is somebody around the world is buying this damn thing?
We are so absorbed.
Again,
we meaning like the streamers are so absorbed. They think America is everything. There might be tons of other countries that are like, we don't care about digital. We don't care about physical. We just want the game.
This is what I'm saying is that whatever these people are, these retro junkies or whatever talking about and all this, they already have lost with that. That GTA is already predicted to break worldwide entertainment records of all time, of all movies, all other things. Just say that out loud. They're bigger than the Beatles and other things when they came out and all this other stuff, y'all. So, with that said, GTA is doing something that's groundbreaking again. They're going to drop their extended gameplay trailer end of this month on Netflix. So that calls...
I thought we was boycotting Netflix.
so the same things arise. People are like, I gotta pay for it to see the trailer. Okay, so full story. The trailer will be available 6 hours later on YouTube. So you will be able to see it the same day for free, y'all. If you don't have Netflix, you just gotta wait. That don't mean
somebody gonna bootleg it and put it on
YouTube. It'll be on YouTube in a second. Trust me.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. They're gonna have this. Gonna be a strike account. They're just gonna get them quick views and whatever, and they're gonna get it. But you'll be able to see it within 30. I promise you, 30 minutes to an hour. You'll be able to see it, and in the next hour they're gonna be striked. So you ain't gotta wait 6 hours. And at the end of the day, y'all, it is a video game trailer. If you are at job, you work a 9 to 5, or if you got stuff to do, guess what you do? You go about your goddamn day, you bring your raggedy ass home, and then you watch it.
Y'all got Coop. Y'all got Coop crashing out.
It's so stupid.
Coop forgot this a family show.
I'm sorry, but I saw all the whining. I saw some of the dumbest whining and complaining. Like, oh my God, it's like no S that we gotta pay for things, y'all. And I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying this one is so minor. Y'all, again, I'm gonna stress this to it burn in y'all head. Publicly traded company, y'all. Just understand they are not your friend. Steam ain't your friend. Nintendo ain't your friend. Take-Two ain't your friend. No matter what fight, Capcom ain't your friend. All right? No matter how y'all try to do this or Xbox, Microsoft damn sure ain't your friend. They just playing with y'all. So everybody see you as assets. So at least we know where Rockstar stand. They like, look, man, we got and I told my friend this. What is Netflix in the business of? Streaming content. What is Rockstar in the business of? Making content. The two go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Man,
so Rockstar like, I
listen.
got content. Do you want to listen? Do you want to license it? Guess what? Oh, Rockstar, you got some of the most hottest content that we know gonna make money. We see you selling. Here's some money. Can we have 6 hours of your illustrious content, Mr. Rockstar? Because you know what it's gonna do? While we kick out, name your price, because we know that there's gonna be people that's going to watch it, that's gonna make our stuff more valuable because we're going to get more views, and we might break records just off of a video game extended trailer. You think they ain't think this through? You think they just out here wasting to give money and they ain't trying to get it back? Yeah, I heard Netflix said some weird things. They still got cash flow. Their stock goes up and down. You know,
Yeah,
it can
but
become
Netflix
realized,
is sitting on probably
but
a
they got
crazy endowment of money.
they got
yeah.
a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
liquid cash.
Yeah.
So yes, valuation does matter, but when you have cash to back it up, your value. Guess what happens to your valuation? Once
Go
things
up.
settle, your valuation go up because you got the back.
They literally can loan money. They got so much money, and that's just liquid. That ain't talking about assets. They literally, they got, like you said, available cash.
Trust me, I was reading some of this when they were trying to buy. Why you think they're trying to buy Warner Brothers? Like, y'all, think about
and then engineered the deal to a point to where when they backed out, they still got paid for them backing out. Bruh, that's a crazy deal.
Soros is not stupid. Soros made what, a couple of billion on the back out? At least $1 billion?
Man,
So he made a free
insane.
billion by offering to spend money. Think about this. That's like saying, Mike, I offered to give you $500. Oh, you backing out to not take it? Oh, then you owe me $1,000.
Yeah,
Think
that's
about
crazy.
that for a second.
I'd rather get the money than have to spend it.
So
Like, now I'm gonna be honest. I've engineered deals to where if you back out, I keep what's already been paid and I keep any work or whatever I've done. But I've never had a deal where I'm like, yo, if you leave, you pay me money. Yo, bruh. I've been making the wrong deals, bruh.
That's how rich people get down. You have wasted my time, sir. Therefore, you owe me a fee for wasting my ability to hold this cash up in a holding account. So therefore, you owe me interest on what is this? That is like a nice, polite gentleman's agreement of rich people. But this is a thing, because you actually have to move those cash ready and have it ready to go to get signed. So they have to, at least, it's a few button clicks, but money moves at light speed. So it's like basically you owe me a tip for me holding up my billions of dollars. I know, crazy, y'all, but that's how this works in these circles. But so back to the gamer, y'all. So, but people was like, how dare they? How this? Like, look, y'all. Look, I need y'all to care more about human rights and racism and black folk and the things and the sexist things y'all do and the weird things y'all do and pedophiles and weird stuff more than you care about this. Because there's no one thing that's never going to stop this country. We can wrap up all the criminals, whatever. There are going to be corporations and greed. There's no way to stop it because we're in a capitalistic society. Yes, you have to run away, be on an island, and you still going to fall in some form of it. It's just that insidious. So
the reason we're not going to get away from it, though, Coop, is because we're a consumer society too. In order for capitalism to even survive, you have to have consumers, and consumers consume. So
and what are they doing with Grand Theft Auto? The world is consuming it before we even see gameplay. Yeah, but they keep saying, but all these people, but all these accounts, all these weird little TikToks I see, man, I even see gameplay. They making you look stupid as that. Watch, I bet you I can go. I might start keeping a log.
Look, once that footage drop, if that footage is dope, that 4 billion about to turn into like 7 or 8.
Bruh, yeah, 8 easily. It's gonna. I think at least maybe $1 billion is hard, but maybe like 6 billion easily, and then it's gonna keep growing. That's before.
I'm gonna throw this in there. The average content creator is monetizing. They don't have a job. They don't have a 9-to-5. Their job is to make videos, edit them, put them out, those clicks and views, pay their bills. So whether it's an actual real thing or just some fluff, they got to make a video about it to talk about it. And as you're a capitalist if you're a content creator. Like, if you are a full-time content creator, you are a capitalist. Yeah. You are no different than the corporation that you boycott.
You are sponsored. You are doing these things. And I ain't going to say you're not no different, but there's levels to it. Like, you're going to participate in something. Yes, we can still decry and criticize capitalism because we were allowed to get out of it. We have to participate in it. Unfortunately, that's the downside. It's a system where you have there are winners and losers, and what you feed and however you feed into it from the bottom to the top. That's why there's poor and that's why there's billionaires. That's why everybody can't be rich, because somebody distinctly in capitalism have to lose for there to be a billionaire. It is a seesaw. It is not an even playing field. It's just not. That ain't how economics work. So y'all can think I'm crazy or whatever. I don't care. Y'all can curse me out in the comments or think I'm stupid. But at the end of the day, these content creators are doing these lies and be like, I ain't gonna do it, and then watch how many of them turn around. Watch how many of the people, all the retro people who start getting games, start opening up game stores, they hate new games with a passion because they can't mark it up and they lose money sometimes if they don't sell them out. But they know they have to have something. They have to order a hand select amount of new games. Like Retro Rick, he whines about it all the time. Love Retro Rick, love his channel. It's cool, but he hates new games because he can't mark up the second.
Because he can't arbitrarily mark up the price because it's not a speculative. Yeah, the market isn't speculative on a brand new game.
It only goes down for a game like a massively flooded game like GTA. The price of it only goes down. It's going to make them money, but the game store cannot really make money on it. Shout out to the GameStop, the one by my house, and closed up shop. They gone. But that dude said, we don't make money on video games. We make money on Pokemon cards and stuff. That's what GameStop is telling you. So it's just funny how GTA, they know what they are. Sony knows what they are. Xbox, I see y'all keep saying it's time. Hey, I laugh at the other crowd where people will be in the comments. It's time for Sega to come back. Y'all don't watch documentaries.
I would love to see Sega come back, but I honestly don't think Sega wants to come back as like a hardware producer.
No, why would they? They have great IP that they are drip feeding, and eventually it's gonna bust open. And they got more IP coming. They got Virtua Fighter. They got Crazy Taxi. Sega's good, and then they are a part of the Sammy Corporation. Again, another big corporation that rivals that. I don't know if they're Japanese. They might be, but they are overseas and this and that. Who make money they make gambling machines and other stuff. They make these other things. In fact, Sega, of all people, start cutting back their physical arcades in Japan. Let me say it again. The Japan arcade culture, other than mom and pop places, the big ones or whatever, started dying in COVID because of money. Japan, where it's still like arcade culture is going to always be there, but they even cut back. They got replaced with crane machines and different things. The culture has changed over there. That create the physical cabs for these things. So how you think how are we gonna be over here yelling about physical and be like, it needs to not change and all the game need to be on there like a PS2? Y'all, PS2 is the last game system where a whole game is on the game. But guess what? Shout out to Muhammad William. He was like, yeah, that's because the game was like 60 gigs and under or less. These games are like now 300 gigs, y'all.
Yeah,
that's way bigger than what a DVD can do. What a Blu-ray can do.
Yeah, because a Blu-ray is doing about 100 gigs, 150 gigs, I think.
At best, when it's pushing at max, it has to be like an Ultra HD. You know what I'm saying? So some programming got to go on. So on average, everything is 120, 150 gigs, and it's constantly updating. I know that the Tokon disc that I bought is basically just a key. And it's useless, but I did it for the nostalgia and the artwork. It's always by my TV. You can see it. I'm gonna get beat up and I'm gonna look at the artwork and I'm gonna sigh and I'm like, oh, it's pretty, you know. But ultimately, I know it's just a launcher. It's useless. The disc they already had a hot fix or whatever. They working on fixes. That disc ain't the same. The moment I turn that game on, when I go in my house in a few, it ain't gonna be the same. You know, it's not gonna work the way it is. How y'all think it's gonna work forever? And I'm just also, I don't know, y'all gotta work on y'all digital rights, because let's say if you look at games like artwork and things to pass down, I know NFT sucks, whatever, but these things are digital. These things are not film. They're not celluloid. They are bits and bytes or whatever. You know,
they're code.
They're code. So
code in the blockchain.
Y'all just I don't know what to tell y'all. And I'm not even a computer person. These things are built to be through the streaming consciousness of online. Like there's no way to put that tube back in the toothpaste, toothpaste holder. Toothpaste in the tube. I don't know what to tell people. Like, y'all, GTA is proving it. Tokon is proving it. Even though all the people are complaining about Tokon, but or the pros and all that stuff, or the people say it's trash and that. Yet I see different. Oh, speaking of which,
this is probably one of the most fun games we've ever played.
I'm sure y'all probably talked about that, but I just want to throw out this. I just want to say this: when I was talking about buying a physical, you know how hard it was to get that physical disc of Tokon? I couldn't get it the same night that it dropped. It was sold out. I had to order it. My wife ordered it, and it had to be delivered by Postmates via Walmart. So
Postmates.
What, like, because they use the service.
Postmates still in business?
Yes. Or the lady had on a Postmate shirt. I don't know.
All the extra fees they be having and people eating your food before you get there. I'm surprised.
I know. Uber,
well, I heard Uber bought them out. I thought.
Well, maybe she just kept the uniform on and it's Uber, but he's like Postmates. I was like, what? I was like, I stepped back in the 2010s. I was like, all right. She looked young, like she went over, but she had the shirt. So I was like, all right, shout out to Uber. So I had it Ubered in. So, which is another thing to laugh at GameStop. Like, bro, y'all don't need GameStop no more. I'm sorry to tell you. That was so easy to order. Walmart that made it so easy. I hate Walmart with a passion. I do not go to Walmart. I try to avoid it. I can't stop shopping there because they're so useful. Best Buy dropped it. Best Buy couldn't take my money. Best Buy
NERDSoul,
waste my time.
What did I say at the beginning of the show? What did Coop just say? We try to boycott these things, but we don't have a choice but to shop at some of these places.
Yeah, because depending on where you're at, like me, I can boycott Walmart. I can boycott Target because where I live, I have. In my area, there's like 5 grocery stores. There's, I have in like a 2-3 mile radius, I have 3 or I think 3 or is it 4? I think I have 3 Krogers. I got a Walmart. I got a Target. I don't go to Target no more anyway. I'm full. Yeah. I'm cool. But still, if I wanted to, I got Target. I got Walmart. I got what else? I got Fresh Market for people that like Fresh Market. There's Food Lion, there's tons of options, and that's before we even get to that's before we even get to restaurants. But everybody doesn't have that.
No,
the main reason I like this area is because we got 5 grocery stores, we got 3 parks. This area, the area I'm in North Chesterfield, it's dope. But not every area is like this.
Walmart is closer to me than Aldi's. Aldi's is after Walmart.
For me, I might be halfway between both of them. But yeah.
So, Albertsons ain't close at all. It's a couple of miles away.
And see, we don't have Albertsons. We just got regular Kroger.
Look, another Walmart is in the parish right next door. That's 5 miles away. That's still about, that's just as easy to get to the Albertsons. Whatever which traffic pattern. So I got 2 Walmarts by me within 10 minutes. 2 Walmarts. So, and then, if I start thinking about the one close to my job, that ain't far. So in a way, I got 3. I got a bunch of Walmarts by me because, they came in the South. That's where they started from. So they just all over.
Yeah, because I got one that's close to me, and then there's another that's around, sort of around on Forest Hill. That's sort of close to me, but the one out here in North Chesterfield is definitely closer. But I mean, I can get to 2 Walmarts. I got 3 Krogers. I got Fresh Market. I got I got tons of stuff in my area, but not everybody has that. So it's if you can boycott, cool, do that, but don't Open Mind was saying, you don't have to try to shame people that aren't able to. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just
you gotta eat. You gotta have supplies, man. You gotta take care of your kids. But guess what? I only have 2 of Best Buy, and Best Buy dropped the ball. and Walmart have all this supply chain hookup. So of course, within a 20-mile radius, they're gonna have a copy of Tokon, or they can get it shipped whenever they want, or they already have it shipped in to come the next day. So,
but let's be honest. Let's just be honest, y'all. A lot of this is cap. Let's just call this what this is. This is cap, and I'm not talking about on Sony's part, the digital stuff and the Tokon, Marvel Tokon stuff. I'm about the community. Y'all just cap, bro. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're a content creator looking for a hot topic to talk about so you can get some clicks and views and traffic to your page.
Yeah,
because
let's
you
be
have
honest,
to pay your bill.
Y'all following the AI that YouTube be having on y'all anyway.
Yeah, this is cap. Y'all don't really care.
Shout out to Clouded Rio. I love that he started off. He straight up says that I have to put the thumbnail and use the words. They ruin it. It's trash. It's broken.
Because
he's mocking it, but then, and I guess, can I transition to a little Marvel Rivals, or have you talked to any Rivals?
Yeah. Well,
we haven't talked Rivals
before we transfer to Marvel Rivals, I want to let everybody know that they need to be appreciative that we've given them more financial information and know-how than Earn Your Leisure has in the last week.
Damn.
Wow.
Look,
like with the burn.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. This is what I don't like. All right, man. Earn Your Leisure. Yeah, we going like
we took a break.
Listen, NERDSoul is in rare form. I wasn't expecting that.
You see that coming?
Pop off.
So I repeat this.
That coming. Okay,
here's my issue with Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure does an event, does essentially a scam financial event in Atlanta. Fine, cool. Do your scammy event. But apparently they feel like, hey, Atlanta hasn't given us enough, meaning like government subsidies. They want the city to do free stuff for them, which is what big events do. They say, hey, Forbes doesn't get treated like this. It's like, bro, y'all ain't nowhere close to Forbes. But let's continue. So anyway,
they say Ford, like Ford, the car dealer.
Either he was speaking fast, so he either said Ford or Forbes. So
either way,
they
either way.
So my thing is this: they go, if instead of saying, I got an issue with Atlanta, I'm gonna speak about it in Atlanta. They run back to they boyfriends in the Breakfast Club and cry about it, right? And it's just the continual hateration from people up north on people down south. And it be getting on my nerves. And I'm not even from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta. I don't live in Atlanta. I've only been to Atlanta a few times because of family members that I have there. But I be hating when people from up north be mad at people down south because we didn't let them grift enough. It's like, bruh,
that whole Hotep Koofy hat movement is grifting to me.
True that, yeah, because they were like, we're black business owners. It's like, bruh, if you don't
since Mike has did this, I'll jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Yo, Earn Your Leisure. I used to be a fan of theirs. When before COVID, because everything got real grifty during COVID and right after COVID. I like after 2020. Oh, you could just see the wolves in sheep clothing. But Earn Your Leisure started out modestly, but I didn't really know their background. No one was, a PE coach, whatever, this and that. And they would do some good information, and they would take those calls, and they were originally filming it on like an iPhone. They had modest beginnings. New York cats, I know they always going to be like, oh yeah, we such and such. But there was good information that you can pick and pull from some of the trying to be hip and cool. And I get it. Black folk, we're going to do a little bit different. It was cool. It was interesting. I used to watch them every Monday. Me and my friends used to, I'll flip through their stuff or sometime of the week. Then I noticed a change.
Yep.
It was more about, I noticed a change. And the change was like, all of a sudden, Michael Berry, you got P. Diddy coming on. They try to get more into the all finance. They stopped talking cleanly and plainly and got more vague and start selling more courses and more meet and greets, and they start building from there. They had, Mark Cuban was a good interview, but another billionaire. I used to dislike Mark Cuban, but I've turn on him a little bit that I would prefer him over some of his contemporaries. Like he's actually intelligent, I'll say that. But I ain't gonna go into mentioning some other people. So that was an interview, but then they would kiss Elon. They start kissing Elon Musk's butt a lot. They was kissing P. Diddy butt. Y'all, I'm sorry.
Puff ain't even giving money he promised him. He
Puff,
played them low.
Which is what P. Diddy do. Like anybody, and this was before even the video came out. Puff got shine in jail, y'all. Like Puff was a notorious person in not paying his own people who made him money. You think I'm worried about
documentary to prove that?
Like Puff might have tried to kill Kid Cudi, allegedly.
Might have. He definitely he bombed Kid Cudi's house. I mean his car. Over Cassie.
We don't know. Bruh. So I'm just saying, y'all, those are 3 things to be like, I don't care about Puff. All right? If we was all dancing in the shining suits, I get it. It was fun back in the 90s. But when you know better, you do a little bit better. That's why I like when people
you're supposed to do better, but
I don't, when people I love Boots or whatever, but when I have a real conversation, I'm gonna just say this briefly. The things that are attached to Boosie, I tell people, hey, you do you. I don't really got nothing to do with that, cat. I had his CDs on bootleg anyway, but I don't really support. Yeah, it's always you can't get away from Boosie. I don't really support his brand of thinking and his own digital grifting as well, and putting people down. And also as a parent, the stuff that he made his son do just to prove that he's not of a certain lifestyle is some dangerous one-on-one parenting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just get off from
Insane.
that. I'm just because I don't think Mike do that. We talk, so yeah, Mike, this is what this cat did, and he's famous for it, of doing this for his son. And I'm like, but then if his son caught something, then he gonna want to kill a young lady, you know what I'm saying? Or have somebody do something to her. So I'm just saying, that dude's trash. All I have to say is, earn your leisure, brush. Trash. They start going after the big man. They try to cross over. It stopped being about the working man and this and that. It's like they got, y'all be giving y'all this information and we doing this stock picking for you. And we have Ian. I don't even know if Ian still rock with him. I don't know if he's still on the show. Probably. But it's just such a grift, man. And it's like, bruh, y'all, a lot of stuff y'all can learn on your own from the library, from people on YouTube also for free, and just put in some good initial things, whatever. Y'all trying to fly before you learn to walk. A lot of y'all trying to run before you can take baby steps. And these people will run you into a brick wall. That's all I got to say, man. Like, earn your leisure. They lost it with me. But maybe I know a little bit, and I just know my investment style that works for me on my financial situation. You know, one of the best things that they always tell you in finance or investing, you don't invest no more than you can lose, right?
These folks talking about come to my event, it's $3,000 for the regular tickets. Come on, bro, get out of here.
Bruh. We don't have.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If we want to be for real, they're trying to sell this to black people in a black city. Let's get on the finance. I'll jump on this, jump off. We can go to rivals. Look it up for yourself. Black wealth is almost at zero if you remove the family car. Bruh, get out of here.
Bruh, you
ain't doing nothing for the community except trying to extract money from it. Money that they ain't got. Go grift somebody with some money. You know what I'm saying?
You can pay probably spend money to YouTube and get free commercials and watch a lot of YouTube videos. Not saying that that's the end all be all, but there are people who are still doing good work that are not trying to lead you down to a path of oblivion or to make you feel less than for being where you at. Like, I cannot stress that. Like, yo, like just dealing with games. Like, look, I say I'm trash, this and that. Even though I got my butt whooped, nobody was like, you know, I'm gonna talk about them a little bit later. But at the end of the day, people were welcoming. I introduced myself to everybody. I said, hey, y'all, what up? Blah, blah, blah. You know, I haven't played a fighting game in really like 10 years. I really didn't catch to Street Fighter 6. It was like, hey, come on, try it anyway. That's what knowledge is, whatever. I ain't saying people should not get paid for their time. But an event can be 100 and less for some information. Let's just say, hey man, look, I rented this out. I wanted to have y'all a good time, this and that, but also some relevant people are going to come have some one-on-ones with you, maybe a little bit of workshopping, and maybe we need to get you some financial education before we try to make you join the Invest Fest. Because y'all, without personal finance, like investing is not it should be personal finance or learning finance. Investing starts under that umbrella, then you move your umbrella up. It's what you put in your bag. If you don't have a concept of budget, of what I make every week or where my money is going, investing is not your main concern right now. I promise you. Like it just you build upon it. And
I want to add to that too, because I really don't speak on these guys, these learning leisures, these red pillars, these manosphere people. I really kind of like the Umar Johnsons of the world. I kind of stay away. I stay away because they have too much of a following and they have too much of a cult following. They're cult leaders. They're cult leaders, and I can't convince these people that they are, because I'm a hater. But at the end of the day, what Cooper said, some of these conversations don't even apply to y'all. When I say conversations, I mean these videos that they putting out, these life lessons they trying to make y'all learn and guilt you into doing something. Bro. Umar Johnson got this quote about, it's an old video from Umar Johnson, but it was something about he's like, we spend this much money on grits. I want your grit money. And it's like, bro, what? My grit money. God.
Ooh, you almost made me
video,
say
right? It's an old video. It's not in 2026. It's just that what I'm saying is I'm using this as an example.
Your grit money.
Like we spend this much money on Jordans, and it's like, yo, like listen to me, bro. Like I don't, and then if I don't buy the Jordans, if I don't buy the grits, if I don't buy the white man's product, whatever the product is, and I give you the money, what are you gonna do with it exactly? You gonna build a school with it? Because you ain't. Come on now. Because what you gonna do with this money?
Man, we ain't seen that school yet.
Open mind. All the people who hate LeBron or whatever, he built the school before Dr. Umar built his school.
Right, and that's the thing, and that's my
point. He just did it. Jalen Rose built the school.
Back to investing. If you got to know your audience. If you came to do a seminar like NERDSoul just spoke about in Atlanta, $3,000 tickets and whatever, right? And first of all, you're charging $3,000 for a ticket, but you're gonna tell me I spend too much of my money on Jordans.
Oh, and trust me, the top ticket is $10,000.
Okay,
so that's the invest. Why do you think that's a lifetime investment?
Why do they think that these black folks really got money like that? The hood. You come into the hood. You saying we broke. You saying we ain't really got no money because the average black household is this or that. You saying these things, and then you're gonna charge me this exuberant amount of money for this information that you're giving me. Because the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Real talk. This is like an extension of the would you rather have $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? Jay-Z don't give a damn about you.
It's some people who commented and said they would rather go to lunch with Jay-Z.
They
commented and said that.
Guess what you could do with $500K, y'all? One, you could buy
a lot more than eat with Jay-Z.
You could buy shelter. Jay-Z is not going to hold you down and be like, all right, little Bobby, this is how you make $1 million being a rapper who used to sell drugs. This is how you can become me. You're not going to become Jay-Z.
Also, I don't think Jay-Z is really a billionaire. I know people are going to be mad that I said that, but I don't think he's really a billionaire.
It could be billion off of assets.
I think people be lying about. I think Forbes be lying about these lists sometimes.
It could be it could be purely speculative valuation. It's not like when people say they're a billion, very few people got like a literal billion, like a Scrooge McDuck house that they can jump in and swim in the money. It's theoretical.
They be talking about like maybe your earning potential or something like that.
I mean, I
It's
just feel
literally
like
like if you
I just feel like it's counterproductive for you as a person who's speaking to your community, and your whole premise is shaming your community for how they spend their money. You give your, because basically what y'all saying is this: you give your money to the white man, give your money to me, put it back into the community. You're not the community though. You're not the community.
you are the white man.
Just because we both black don't mean you the community. Earn your
No.
leisure, Umar Johnson.
First of all,
You're not
Man,
the
they be
community,
killing me
so
with
why
it.
do I need to give you my money? And what am I going to get for it? Am I
I'm
going to
gonna
get
be
a
honest
tool?
with you. There was a thing Earn Your Leisure said that I thought was crazy. This is when I think I stopped listening to them. After the billionaire stuff, but they was talking about how you're them high rises and how people are building like these expensive houses on top of the high rises. And I'm like, bro, that's dangerous. And talking about the insurance and stuff, I said, bro, that is some of the worst. I didn't type it. I was like, I ain't about to go there. But that was some of the worst advice I ever heard. Like, humans should not be living up that high in no house where the wind is blowing in Manhattan or something that can blow you off the thing. Like, it's not the safest thing. You shouldn't be building no McMansion on top of no skyscraper. Even if they allow you to do it, they talking about buying the sky zoning rights. I'm like, who? And I literally said this, like Open said, this conversation is so out my league or so stupid, one or the other. Why am I watching this show? I'm like, all right, this show is supposed to be talking about
Because they start
attainable
like, they talking about
stock
like,
and
oh, the
assets.
next we going to space and that's gonna be the next thing. They going to space. It's like, bruh, look. You saw them super duper rich people couldn't barely go down to the Mariana Trench or whatever, and y'all going to space. If y'all don't get out of here,
First of
like,
all,
shut up.
in order to even go to space, you got to be healthy.
Yes.
And a lot of y'all don't even realize what your health concerns are. Listen,
But they want to go into the vacuum of space.
if you have certain ailments, you won't qualify as the health inspector. You got to get a physical, a health check, and it's a NASA health check, not your clinic doctor that you go to once a year. You have to be in a certain type of shape to be considered eligible. You can't just exist in space. And back to what I was saying about the conversation not be. It's like you call yourself a financial guru. This is what you do. You present yourself on your video with your suit and your nice clothes, and you living how you living. And your whole conversation is condescending towards the people that you're talking to.
Bruh,
you're trying to shame people for what they spend their money on. But whatever they spending their money on, whether it be for, first of all, it's condescending to tell me to earn my leisure. That's condescending. Because you have billionaires who don't work. They exploit people.
But they're so smart, though. They're so smart how they exploit people. They're so smart.
But these billionaires,
y'all don't want to be a billionaire.
Oh
yeah. I forgot the whole "you're not rich because you don't want to be rich" bad enough.
You ain't got the
mindset.
You ain't got the mindset.
Craziness, man. And all y'all doing, you red pillars, you earn your leisures, you Umar Johnsons out there, all of you, Brother Polites, all of y'all, everybody.
Oh, not Brother Polite. Oh God.
And he fell off the face of the earth. Here's what y'all are doing. Y'all are just the white man in black skin. You watch how they move. You watch how they exploit people. And you exploiting your own people, but you're using a shaming tactic to do it. And you talking about people investing money that they don't have. They work a 9 to 5, they live from check to check, they own a fixed income, they cannot afford to give you $5,000 to put towards something that they can make. So you got to flip that money and see when you could just take $5,000 and you can become a millionaire. No, you can't.
And let's
That's
throw
BS.
in Atlanta's favorite, Killer Mike. Throw him into that mix too.
Oh God.
Killer Mike went all the way from on the hotel. He sold hotel that he basically kissing right wingers.
He wanted to be a gangster hotel.
Like how you against the hotel right winger and all this when bruh, like that man didn't even help Stacey Abrams. He was against her and all that. Like
that man brought Herschel Walker on his show.
Yeah, he
Come
Killer
on,
Mike,
man.
shout out to my boy Marcel. That's his home. Like that's I ain't gonna say that's who he looked up to, but he actually do have conversations with him. Shout out to my ex podcast partner. We used to do the basketball thing because he in the rap game and this and that. I even laughed because I said y'all look like twins because he a big man, big tall man too. But my boy is actually a legit, militant, dude who do not believe in capitalism. He said he had conversations with Mike. He said Mike is like out here, like Killer Mike, not our Mike, is out here dissing people on pods. He's like, yeah, I'm not famous enough to get this. So he joked in the chat. So I think they had I know it probably sucks for my boy. Because when you see your hero, you meet your heroes, you spend time with your heroes, and they trash. And it's just like
you find out that they're human.
Like, bro, like, look, the only person I kind of had a hero was Magic Johnson, and I learned more from Magic Johnson what not to do. I was like, hey, those things that they call, prophylactic. So is that the word? Yeah, use them. So I learned from my heroes. I learned from their mistakes. Everybody's not infallible, man. That's on this earth, bro. Like we all make issues. Look, Keith Cooper, don't know everything about finance, but what I pride myself on is that I want you to win, or at least feel like you can win. When we talk about gaming and the game of life and this and that, look, I'm the dude. You play a tank on Rivals, I'm gonna join in the tank with you, because I don't want you to feel stuck out. Because I know how I get stuck out, and I ain't gonna say I'm built for this. I just do it because I see it as a path to do things, and my dad taught me. So I want to pass that on as much as I can. I'm not. Maybe I could take more risk and this and that, but also risk is relevant to your age and to your wherewithal. And I like to say money, and my term is money is relative, because I hate when people.
You got one dude who's a PE teacher, and another dude who got his family money, which is cool, but like he playing with his family money and somebody else's money. He ain't playing with his own.
Yo, and I tell people this: money is relative, and I hate when people up north. This is where specifically New Yorkers, when they do this, man, you know how expensive it is to stay in New York. Yeah, it's expensive down here because our money. But it's also becoming expensive to live down here in Baton Rouge because money is relative. They want you poor, and they have things this and that, and our salary ain't this. So don't tell. But they be like, you got it easy, such and such. In some cases, maybe, but on some other things, I don't. I'm the bottom of the shoe. I'm the tar on the barrel, of this country. Being in this country, in this state, the state with the last of everything. Or one of them. It's just like, y'all, we need to pull together and at least have good, serious dialogue. But everybody want to shine on everybody. Everybody want to be bigger than everybody, and everybody talk about space like it's the nightclub. and we gonna look down at the poors even further from our mansions up in space. It's so much BS that I just laugh at it, and that's why I cut them dudes out of my life about a good maybe solid 2 years ago, at least a year ago. No, it's been over a year. Like me and my wife used to watch it. God bless my baby. She does Forex. She listens to other people. I even crack on her on some of the people she listens to. I'll be like, hey, don't be absorbing that in your mind too much. We had some conversations.
I feel like, man, that Forex, I'm like, I don't know, bruh.
I mean, it's just like any other market. It's just moved really fast, but she's getting more of a hang of it. It's like
highly speculative.
It is built on speculative. It is literally trying to catch lightning in a bottle. You can predict it somewhat, and you got to do it all the time. Like it's something where money really don't sleep. It is one of the most fast moving markets out there. It is super speculative and super risky. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your money. All I'm gonna say is don't you go. But the Forex scams are kind of slow down. Forex is legit, like any market, but they had people look with the money I made. They'll screenshot something. Man, Forex moves every single second, every single day until the market closes. You showing me a screenshot of what you made? It's so outdated. It might as well be called Rip Van Winkle. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid I'm sorry. You know, I'm gonna drop it because don't let me go back into 2020s, Keith. 2020, 2020 to 2023, I was bitterly angry at some of you people.
Also, shout out to all y'all people in 2023 that did that whole scam with the business money or whatever. Now y'all
The
in
PPP
jail.
loan with the PPP loan, yeah.
Yeah, the PPP loans, and now y'all in jail. Shouts out to y'all.
Yo. So
because a lot of this stuff is just basically scams. It's just that you're not aware of the scam, and they just trying to hype you up.
And let me tell you, the biggest scammer is the U.S. government. So if they're giving you something and you don't follow it, guess what they can do? Nail you to the cross. Yeah. I saw it with the FEMA scams during Hurricane Katrina, y'all. Like I said, I don't just be out there open, but I would have had a sign up. If you take this money, you better pay it all the way back, or you better do what they tell you. Or guess what they can do to you. They tried to get me. I got my money digitally sent to me. digitally, y'all. It's digital is okay. But then they accidentally sent me a paper check. I let that check stay there. I ain't touch it. I let it expire. I ain't void it. I ain't do nothing. I was like, I read the rules. Y'all, when it comes to money and funds.
Y'all tried it, man. Look, y'all think, hey, yo, look, most of the mob was taken down by the IRS.
By taxes.
Y'all better leave the IRS alone.
Shout out to my alma mater. When they thought I had, I love Southern University. Y'all, maybe I'm just different, y'all. I had to kind of be on. I live with my parents, but I kind of had to be an adult immediately at about, say, 17 when it come to money, and had to learn about risk and reward, because my dad was like, hey, man, you make it, you earn it, you better keep it. Because that's how he was raised or whatever. He's like, I'll help you on the major things. Shout out to my pops, rest in peace. He said, I'll help you with the house. He said, I'm not going to help you with the wedding. He said, I don't really believe in big weddings. Not that we did that, but I had to do that for my baby to give her the wedding.
And also,
I paid for my.
Your dad was a smart man. Side note, guys, it's just a nice party to celebrate the union. You don't have to go into debt. Just have some chicken, a little DJ, and have a good time. Take some pictures of grandma, because we know she ain't going to be around much longer. But that's it. Y'all ain't got to spend no $10, $12, $15, $20,000. Y'all better buy some chicken and get a DJ and call it a night.
I'm going to speed run this. I'm going to say this real quick. First job I had was a federal job to pay for my wife's ring and pay for other stuff. And me and her had good, deep conversations. I cashed in one of my retirement accounts because I did not have the cash to do it. But I did not want the $10,000, $20,000 of debt to have a wedding and this and that. And we did the wedding probably under $10,000, including our honeymoon and all that. So we might have spent probably spent about, if you include our suits, I'm talking about everything. We spent under $10,000. I mean, rentals, everything. We was frugal, and it still was getting to the point of like, this is ridiculous. And that was, 2008. That was 2008 prices. I can hate to see it now, and I don't really spend on myself, I need to actually let myself spend money on it. My wife gets something like that. I do need to buy some new clothes, and sometimes it's just that I will buy shoes because I got bad feet. But I'm telling you, like, y'all, financial advice, whether if it's gaming, if you will treat yourself, it don't change. The widgets and gadgets, baby. My shout out to my accounting teacher. It don't matter what they selling, it's how they selling it to you. So you just learn the math and the science behind it. Shout out to my dad. I had to learn to read the rules to how it could cross me up and damage me because I ain't have no net. So when Southern say, oh, you don't owe no tuition money, I said, BS. To take this money and give me my receipt. They did not do it. I said, take my money, give me my receipt. It was like a who's on first shout match. It was like a joke. They was like, all right, you in. I said, all right. So guess what I did with the money my dad gave me? He paid for a couple of months, couple of years of my college education. He didn't really understand how it all worked and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I put that money in the bank. I said, I know I owe you. This money is going to be waiting. I went all the way through the semester. I got that notice. You didn't pay. You still about $1,200 worth of cash. Here you go. Here's the $1,200 that I told you I owe you. I know how to read what I owe. I'm sorry. Maybe at 18, I was a little more mature to know that things have a cost, and I'm not here for free. I did not earn the TOPS award. I had the Tech award. Means if I went to a 2-year school, I would have got in for free. I was shamed and mad because I missed the mark. I knew the sting of all this, and then they added on top. That was injury to my face.
Right.
I've been playing the game of Rivals of Life, y'all, for a long time. Like, trust me. So when I go off, I am not trying to always go off, and I don't try to go off for a reason. But when I say that, and I wouldn't even go off if I didn't care, man. All I can say is, bro, there's so much grifting from video gaming, from finance, sports. All these things are intertwined and interrelated in entertainment. Like, you got to find your own truth because the internet ain't going to give it to you. There will be some people who give you some truth and this and that. And when they tell you the truth and you see how they get persecuted. People persecute Miss Rachel. I don't even know much about Miss Rachel, but I heard good things about her. They crapping on her, just to tell your kids that, hey, you should be safe. You should be not, they should keep. I think she said they should lock up pedophiles. What you mean? Yeah.
It's like I thought we were all. This is, what? When you be like, yo, I thought we were all on board with definitely being against crime. It's kind of like when it's kind of like when flat earthers came back. It's like, hold up, I thought we handled this. It's like I thought we covered this.
Quick side note.
When I saw them guys arguing with that dude on Joe Budden podcast about flat earth, I'm like, man, stop it, bro. Y'all got
and then Joe Budden's stupid for putting them on there, but of course he need the clicks and views too. He trying to grow.
Nah, Joe Budden wasn't in the argument. He was just sitting on the couch, quiet.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, he gave them that.
But he gave them the platform for it.
Yeah,
quick side note that you brought up flat earthers, and I'm gonna get to Rivals. I had a lady friend who I knew back from 9th grade, and she used to kind of like me. I used to kind of like her, blah, blah, blah. And, blah, blah, blah. And then we was chatting and this and that, and we were just talking. And I remember her saying something. She talking about she was a flat earth. Man, I was like, God, I'm so glad I did not make that mistake. I was like, Lord have mercy. I was like, you have never not looked so non-attractive to me. I'm glad that we're friends and we never were in a relationship. I ain't tell her that, but I was like, whoo, you a flat earther, huh? Good Lord.
The girl said flat earth.
I think I was so happy because she saw me with this in passing. I was like, hey, man, it's good. I said, yep, I'm married. I'm happily married. And you a flat earther. Thank God you away from me. This is stupid. Like you whatever attraction I thought I had of you back from high school, I retroactively throw that away. What the hell? Flat earther. Y'all, God don't want you to be stupid. Like, for real, y'all. Like, for real. Like, if God allows you, like, I know, I'm sorry to be preaching, but like, open mind said, look, if you literally, let's just say you have the ability to walk one point on a circle, you can literally get to another point on there, no matter terrain. If let's just say you can just walk through it, you can walk to that point. It can be proven. Like, literally around the world in 80 days. We don't just make this literature just ain't made up for no reason.
Just give me the address with an edge.
Oh my God.
Just give me the address for the edge. Just tell me that. Tell me
like,
where the edge at.
It's everybody's just in the village. Everybody dropped off, they done fell in the village. They never to be heard from again. Y'all, you wouldn't be able to go to Japan. All these people in Japan would better come back. All these people
like, it's just because Japan is on the flat. It's on the flat side, so we just ain't went to the edge yet. I guess
there's a whole place called Antarctica. There's a whole place called Antarctica or whatever. It's like, yo,
but listen, you can't argue with them. You can see them all.
You show okay.
I don't look. I do not argue with people. You believe the Earth is flat? Go ahead. All right,
cool.
You got that.
You got it, bro.
You got it. I'm not arguing with you. You can show them proof. That's AI. That's Photoshop. Like, NASA be lying. Like, man, Ain't nobody spending billions of dollars to lie to you. Nobody care about you, man.
Well,
But
my
did
thing
they
is this.
believe?
All right. Let's say they lying, right? All right, the world is flat. All right, everything on like a piece of paper, right? What do they get from it? Like
What do they get
honestly
from lying
changes?
about around Earth? Like, think about it. It doesn't make sense. But that's why I'm not gonna argue with them because they was. But see,
You know why?
they lie to us about so much stuff. Why wouldn't they?
'Cause-
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You call yourself open mind.
Yeah.
You got a closed mind.
You gotta
As far
be
as I'm
open.
concerned, your mind closed because
You-
I'm not arguing with these dudes, bro. You think
Man,
they're
you
flat? Cool.
bamboozled. You hoodwinked.
Cool.
You led
Cool.
astray.
Cool. You think
Notice
they're flat?
the
Cool.
openness of your mind is based on if you agree with them or not.
Yeah, that's it.
Bruh. It's like they believe the Leviathan was frozen on the East Coast last year. Wasn't that the big thing last winter? There's a giant dragon that's the size of the whole East Coast that's causing these problems, and they don't want you to know.
Dragon.
If you think there was something bigger than Godzilla that can, y'all, if something was that big moving in the ocean from the surface level, yes, they might be something we don't know, a whale or something. But if you're talking about something that is half the size of the East Coast, you will
Bruh,
feel an
like-
earthquake wherever you at.
Hold up.
Bro,
Hold up. I got a
these
better one
movies.
for you.
Godzilla is mad big, son.
I got a better one for you. They don't believe the earth is round, but they believe that there's a big giant dragon in the water. Stop it.
It would fall off the earth. If
Bro,
it's that big.
if it was flat,
Maybe the water is just real deep, like it's flat, but it's super duper deep. So
No,
like,
if something that big, it's called a tsunami would happen. That's how it would cause a tsunami with each movement. It like whatever you think it is, they froze it and they control the weather, the chemtrails. So y'all believe in God, but y'all don't believe that God control the weather. How? They just
they don't even believe in God, bro. Like they don't believe in nothing. Listen,
yeah, because nowadays money is their god. So you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I don't think flat earthers believe the earth is flat. I think that's a hot topic to make clicks and views off of. See, everything is about monetization at the end of the day. This clicks and views culture, being a content creator full time with no job, no 9 to 5, no punching, no clock, no 401k, no benefits, no life insurance, no health, no dental, all of that's attached to a job. They're gonna tell you to go be a content creator full time. But here's the truth about being a full-time content creator. Full time. You have to put out at least 5 or 6 videos a day to even pay your bills, to function. Okay, so if you look at the actual, and those of y'all who listening, I want y'all to hear me out. Like when you come to this video, and I want you to hear me. I want you to understand, like, how do you detect BS from people? Look at what it costs, the actual cost. And I ain't talking about money cost, I'm talking about time cost. A full-time content creator, what they have to do to actually make a meaningful income. All right. And then you take that information that you found out about what it takes to be an actual content creator. And then you ask yourself, okay, this is why they be putting out these videos like this. They got to just basically say anything to get me to watch their video so they can pay their bills. But does this individual who's talking to you actually believe the thing that they saying on their microphone? They don't. They probably know the earth is round.
Hey, you and Mike do videos. How much do you like editing? Because all the all the clips, all the shorts. That's why I'm audio only, baby. Look, y'all ain't gonna never see me do no video unless I'm on somebody else's video.
First of all, me and my boy that I grew up with back in Detroit, we do the fantasy sports podcast, right? We started off doing fantasy sports podcast. That means that we cover baseball, basketball, and football. That got to be too much because I do all the editing. He's not that he can't edit. He's just not as creative with it as I am. And it's no shade to him. He just don't, he said it. He's like, I'm better at that than he is. He can talk, I can edit, but I can also talk too. But I narrowed it down to just football season because I have a full-time job and I don't even get monetized from my video, right? And even if I did, I still wouldn't depend on that income to take care of a whole family.
Yeah,
my
also
the
monetization be like, man, I mean, unless you say, these million sub people, their joint be mad inconsistent.
Like I can
say I have 10 views and I get 20 cents for those 10 views, right? But then this video over here has 5 views, but I also got 20 cents. And it's like, yo, you can't quantify it. Or there'll be a video that got like 1,000 views and it only got like 35 cents or
Or
something.
you
Like,
got to
you be
do
like,
some
what?
weird stuff to keep the thing churning. And y'all, and look, and they ain't to knock the women or nothing. Like, ain't to shame women. A lot of dudes, a lot of y'all with the unwashed asses, y'all ain't got the assets that people actually want to sit down and spend time with. I just want to throw that out there. So you already behind the 8 ball if you're a dude and got to be all on this stuff, whatever. Not saying that it's easy for the ladies. I'm telling you, as a 45-year-old,
It's
I'm
a visual medium.
You gotta be a prostitute.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, I ain't got no shame in this. I'm gonna tell you right now, before I transition to rivals, there's only a few dudes I literally watch when I want to get like drops. I don't even subscribe to y'all. A lot of y'all are good. I subscribe to a couple of y'all YouTubes because you do the guides, but I do not watch y'all on Twitch. I will click on these pretty face women who sound sweet. I subscribe to a couple because they actually play the game, do whatever. I will go to them before I go to y'all because I entertainment. So y'all can get mad all you want. Medium. You can get all mad all you want. Be like this, that. You damn right. Because I'm looking at visual. I'm looking at art. I don't want to see y'all.
And
I don't want to hear y'all.
And aside from them being attractive, and that part, some of these girls are just more interested in these dudes. These dudes is lame.
Absolutely. And know what they talking about.
I would watch you if you wasn't so lame.
Bro, you know what a lot of the ladies don't? You know what the ladies don't do except for like the terrible ones. You know, shout out to Zaza and Cece. They disappeared. A lot of the ladies don't care about meta trash. They will actually do the homework themselves and apply it to how their skills work instead of such and such. The pros told me I have to do this. No, they be like, look, this is how it works in this neutral, this and that, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And even though, like, you know, shout out to Digital Chocolate, she hates pity. I said, all right, I'm gonna mess with you about pity. I said, you hurt my feelings. Y'all gut my girl and tell me that bad. It's bad. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna respect your space. I ain't gonna do all that. But she gives some good insight. She knows her role. She knows how she want to play. She will do different things and can play different things. And then, but she made to like Celestial, and she like, oh, I don't even call Celestial my peak. I'm Grandma. I said, no. I said, baby, you made it to Celestial. I can't do that. You know, you able to get to that level, even if you on average a Grandmaster. I never touched Celestial. I do not have the wherewithal. Now, she a full-time streamer, probably a model, do some other stuff. But I'm just saying, she has proven she can do it. And she done it from as a support. So she's good. Like that means that for what to even do that as a support, I promise you, she is good. She is better than a lot of y'all, and what y'all think y'all doing in DPS, she can do as a strat. Cause now that we fully own in Rivals, y'all, Rivals is still fun. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Open Mind, we still play it. We need to play some matches together. I tried the Hood this weekend. I like the Hood. Hood is fun. I like that they made him Puerto Rican. They added lore. Believe it or not, he's a lot more saucier than you think. However, like Rio said, I don't have a problem with the game, honestly. There could be more balance and stuff. But you know how when there's a problem, the community, people makes the problem worse. Yep. Y'all, remember what I said, hey, certain things when it's new character day, what have I always said? Wait till by Sunday. I ain't gonna have no trouble being able to peek the Hood for every game that I want. Cause he a tank. And even though he a gun tank, his gun don't do like Bucky and blow off half your body with 3 shots. It actually takes timing. It takes patience. You gotta cycle through, you gotta protect. And you gotta choose your power-ups. And yo, I gotta give love to Rivals. You can play the Hood in 2 different ways thanks to the team-ups. I could do a little bit more tanking because he can have an actual shield because of Moon Knight, or I could try to be a little more crafty with the Wanda team up. Still got to use it kind of like a shield, but it's damage reduction. So it's like you can kind of play your way to your skill level and to your composition. The problem is, people was talking about, oh, the Moon Knight team up is garbage, this and that. Now these are for some boosted pros. Y'all, they full of it. Because you know what I ain't got? A 6-stack. You know what I ain't got? A second tank all the time. You know what I ain't got? Always good healers. So guess what I need to do? I was on there. I was like, dang, I really want to use the Wanda team up to be crafty and sneaky. You can't. I ain't gonna say you can't, but bruh, I have to be so flexible as a poor person, as a person who don't have all the riches like earn your leisure and all that. Guess what you got to do? Be realistic about your situation. Ain't that funny how wisdom, it always comes around to wisdom and understand, and how when you stop, listen, look and listen, see what's going down, you figure out what you need to do in what situation. Sometimes I might could be a little more aggressive and play the hood, and I might need to do that. So all that to say is this weekend wasn't bad. I already up to like level 8. I had some great matches. I had some terrible matches. The inconsistent problem is that I have to play the hood, who is not like a bunker tank. I'm using these terms, like say Magneto, who got a lot of shields. People will still pick 4 DPS, bro. They release a character that can shoot guns as a tank, even though it takes time, but because he don't have the easy dopamine fix of Spider-Man. I done got more Spider-Man in the matches than the law should allow. It's been ridiculous of all these Spider-Man. And they've been there's been so many Spider-Man. Bro, they all spidery up on each other. I get the matches where they go swing against each other, or I get the one on my team that's getting murdered by that one and he come harass everybody. And I'm the only person that's peeling. As the tank, the solo tank, I gotta peel to help. And you know what's really stupid? I peel and then the healers don't take care of me, bro. I was like, all right, bro. Then you know what I do? I start throwing. I don't care. I want them. Look, y'all. I challenge you to report me. Go ahead, please. Get me banned off this game. That's the only way I'm gonna stop. But please stop me. Help me. Help me, damn it. Help my addiction. Because guess what I'm gonna do? I am going. If I'm a solo tank and you don't heal me, I'm gonna fly back. That's one thing I like about the hood. He float away. I'm like, all right, you go jump in the front. I'm gonna shoot from behind you because I'm not getting no heals and you behind me. They shooting like they got the guns, or they shoot at every other DPS that's ignoring them that don't peel, and I don't get no help. Now I ain't gonna say
at the end of the day, cool. Everybody's a DPS in their mind, even if they playing healer.
Bruh, it's like
everybody wants the DPS. They want to get the most
DPS in their mind.
Bro, just go. You can win. You can go 10-1. I had a match. I had a Spider-Man beating me up and harassing me. Nobody. I had to kind of take care of myself until I jumped in the middle of the team to wake them up. Be like, and then we won the match. I had good healing numbers. My numbers looked garbage on the thing, but we kept them from. They didn't even get to the first point. I did my part. I did my job. I take it. It sucks. But it makes you a good player to understand your value and what you did, because the other dummies can get wiped out. And it's like, dang, it's like, nah, I don't even feel like healing no more, bro. I don't even have the patience to want to be. I'm on Lord Jubilee. That might be it for my selflessness with rivals. I'm just going to join the selfish brigade. I'm going to play tank. I'm going to try to look out for me. And then I'm going to peel when it's convenient. And since I play a lot of quick play, I'm just gonna walk back to spawn and let y'all die, and I'm gonna laugh at you until you report me. I laughed at some. I typed the LOL. Y'all garbage. Y'all trash. Look at y'all. And then I'll bet, bro.
That made him a different man.
Bro, we had a match. I kid you not. We wind up winning it. We won it by the hair on our chinny chin chin.
Yep.
I was the only tank. And Mike, you may not know this, but you can get this quick. So I'm the hood. The hood ain't no big dude. He really ain't really a Vanguard. They made him one. In lore he wouldn't be considered. He's a DPS
with guns, but he got a lot of health.
He got health, and he got some. I can get some damage off me real quick, but he can't bop beep around. Bro, we was playing against Devil Dinosaur, which is a whole Tyrannosaurus Rex. When he gets up close on you, it's lights out for you. If nobody don't deter him, and he has a shield. I love T-Rex because I always like when I can get a dominant match with him. And the Thing or Magneto, bruh, the fact that, and I'll run back to spawn. I say, y'all trash. I'll ping for give me a Vanguard. Give me another tank. Then we gonna go. The moment then you know what they do? They wait till it's overtime and the match over to want to play hard. By then, I was like, now they actually start balling a little bit, and somebody was nice enough to pick Doctor Strange. Guess what we did? We ran up to the point, and you know what they still did? They died and they switched off a tank. Now we still got it. Bruh. They didn't stay with Strange. They went back to Storm when Storm was getting their brains kicked in. Like she was doing all right, but we had against Spider-Man and another person. They literally went back into the counter that enables them to die. While I'm trying to like avoid everything from Devil Dinosaur running me, the selfishness on this game, bro. And I begged several times, give me a Vanguard, give me a Vanguard. The moment I got extra blocking, bro, I towed through people with the guns. I literally started my thing. I was like, oh yeah, this feels great. This is what we could have been doing. And we still barely won, bro. And like the other team just trying to, it's like, I don't get it, bro. If I got a curse on me in this queue, or I'm in the bad queue, but every time I tank and nobody else don't pick tank, bro, they have the strongest other two tanks, if not three tanks. And then you know what they won't do? They will not pick another tank to help me out.
Well, Coop,
They won't
I can
pick.
tell you what it is. It's not you. It's this matchmaking system. It's already been proven though.
Bro, it's like, I feel like it makes me a scrub, but it's like, no, realistically, I might be better than what I think I am. Because
this whole season 9.0 and 9.5 has been flooded with, okay, so the community is bad. Totally agree. NetEase is very aware of how bad their matchmaking system is.
They enabling it.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. NetEase is single-handedly responsible for the bad teammates that you get. Because let's say, for example, this is how they measure it. And I think not Guang, but Zeong, or however you say his name. Here's how he explained it. Because remember, there was a lot of controversy about the EOMM, and they're trying to say, we don't have EOMM, we have a sophisticated matchmaking system. This is what they do. You play very well, right? Bunch of kills, final hits, you MVP, or if you're not MVP, you got some high stats. Okay. Your very next match, they're going to put you, the good player, on a team with bad players on purpose. On purpose. The AI or the algorithm that it is, the matchmaking algorithm, teams you up, you the good player, with 2 or 3, not 6, but 2 or 3 bad players. I'm talking about these players trash. And then there's another player on the team who's average, but they're not better than you. And what they're doing is, it's almost like they're punishing you for being good. You go on a win streak, your next match is going to be an automatic loss because they're going to put you on a team with somebody who don't know what they're doing, and then they're going to put you up with a thick stack of people who's solid. This is their matchmaking system.
I go on a 6-game losing streak, then all of a sudden I can win 4. It's like either you win, you go on you win 2 or 3 above your loss rate, then you lose on that. So you'll come up to a weird average.
So it's kind of like gambling where they set it up where you have to keep playing.
Bro, like you literally, if you cannot break the average of 55. Like I'm actually at like 52 last time I checked. Generally, I'm at, believe it or not, with all the fails and all that, I stay at like a 50% win rate. That might be trash to some. It's actually pretty damn, like I have to say, some people gotta be in the 30s the way they playing. Like you probably, if you're a solo queue person and you on an average mean of 50, I'm probably better than what my rank and what I am. And that's not to brag and whatever, and that might not mean nothing because they'll be like, oh, you should do it. I'm not sweaty, y'all. Like I don't really need to prove I'm one above all or top 500 rank. Shout out to the real thing because he laughed at some of y'all. He's like, that's kind of stupid to open up with. It's like you telling somebody that they don't care. Ooh, you top 500. Good for you. You still not a pro. You know, like you still not a pro. You still not getting paid for it. You top 500. Unless you got recruited.
They be saying that like they got the key to the city.
And that goes for fighting games, Call of Duty. Like these high ranked players who either boosted cheating or they just really good. Okay, because there's only a handful of them. So when it comes down to the matchmaking, These companies want you to keep playing.
It's
Because
gambling,
even if
bro.
you don't
Yeah.
buy a skin or
Yeah, once you told me
DLC
how it went
character,
down, I'm like, oh, they're forcing you to do that so you keep playing.
Yeah.
yes, that's what
So
that's
you
what that is.
literally, you can try as hard as you want, and
You're gonna
then like,
lose.
bro, I literally, and then because it's new character weekend, even if say the people don't want to tank, like when it was like Black Cat or it's a hot girl or a DPS person who's fancy like Daredevil, everybody's fighting to get them. And then the trend is now if they don't want you to pick the character, or they probably mad because I turned my chat off. I literally saw Cloak and Dagger come out of spawn and go whoop and jumped off the cliff. I said, report Cloak and Dagger. I'm reporting you. I reported them 2-3 times. Then when I notice a trend, when I do that and I type it in, like I go up to their face and look at them and I start reporting them. But like, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, report it. Then they want to start playing hard. Like, you already reported, go quit. But then sometimes it work out where I get the best of them. You still report it, but you literally are going to jump off the cliff because you think it's funny. I don't know. It's still summer. Maybe it's a kid. Maybe they don't like some of the stuff I said. Because I just
I don't
like,
believe
y'all
it's
trash.
a kid. I believe it's a grown man.
Probably a grown
What I-
because kids
what
will
I-
actually
what-
try without knowing better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A lot of these kids, these teenagers, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they actually really be good players. It
Yeah.
be grown men, 25 and up, grown men throwing, crying, complaining on these
The
games.
trend, and if
It
they
don't
don't
be
get
the
the new
kid.
character, they either now the trend is they don't leave the game because that caused them to get in the bag, to get banned, quick ban. So they'll just some still just leave. I ain't get the character. I quit. They'll just gonna pick. They now. I don't think they picked. Well, what's her name? Widow is still somewhat the face of throwing, but not quite because she can actually fight.
Oh, yeah,
So
she
you
got
actually
buff.
can be
She got
good.
buff.
You can actually be good with Widow when you're trying to throw. I can't
But
remember. I don't know.
she's broken now. She's no longer a throw character. People are throwing with other characters now.
They're throwing with Jeff. They're throwing with Squirrel Girl, I
Yeah.
think. And even then, you can be lucky with Squirrel Girl and get kills.
I
They
mean,
throw with Wanda.
I'm actually good with Squirrel Girl though.
They
I
throw
got my
with
champion
Luna.
rank with her.
They throw with
Luna.
Luna.
That's who they throwing with now.
Luna
Luna.
is the new loser face. And there's gonna be people who got all the skin, and it kills me. They'll be the people that got all the skins of Luna.
Yeah. They throw
Or
with
it's
Luna.
people who love Luna for some reason and can't aim because you gotta aim with Luna. She's broken, but you gotta hit your shots.
No, that's literally the new Black Widow. Luna is the throw character now.
Bruh, they will run past me as a tank and they won't heal me. Or you know what they do? They give me the, damn, here's some heals. Now shut up now. They give me the treatment like that.
Like
I'm
you
near
ain't
the
gonna get
spawn.
shot again or something.
Like, damn, you asking for heals? You literally you have the magic can to heal me. I can't heal myself. I'm like, but then they take forever to get out of spawn. So, bro, all that to say is I love the game. I like the hood. The hood is fun. The hood is he's gonna eat on the pro scene. He's built not just he's built for a noob to use him, but he's built to have a high skill ceiling because his simple expression, it's all about timing and rhythm with him. And if you heal the hood and you have like a shield guy, the hood can be almost unstoppable. It will take somebody like a good Spider-Man or a Dino to pluck him out of the air. Otherwise, he can just gun clap people infinity over time if he constantly getting his shots. Then he gets the speed mode. So I see what NetEase is doing, the chaos behind it. Because ultimately they just selling, hey, shut up, tanks, you got something. And then they probably I hope they don't nerf him. Hopefully they buff his gun. The base gun should be buffed a little bit. Because when you can't solo with them, really, like it's hard to solo with them. It do make you better. But bro, I'm kind of just tired. I'm over it, man. If I want to get beat up like that, I'll just go play Marvel Tokon and get beat up like I did tonight. And I actually had fun getting beat up. Now, I'm going to say this real quick, then I know we got to go. Yo, FGC, brethren. Yo, shout out to the dude who brought the monitor. He was cool. Asian cat. He was all right. Just some of the language, though, like the lingo that the FGC like to use. I just be like, whatever, man. I don't care. But maybe that's me. Maybe that's me being a little harsh, crotchety old man. I just be like, y'all not even. Some are good. They better than me at it. But I'd be like, man, y'all just talked about terms in English. Also, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if y'all played the champion yet. This and that open. Now maybe I'm gonna make a harsh thing, and you correct me if I'm
played
wrong.
him.
I think the champion
It's
should
trash.
be. I think he's broken. Maybe he's not good. Maybe he's not in the wrong hands. He's not good. I don't think you should be allowed to use the champion like that off the top.
He's not that broken. He's very balanced.
He's cheap as hell, Toe.
He's a boss character.
He's
supposed to
so cheap.
He's
I played
supposed
against
to
a
be
dude.
a
I'll say
boss
this.
character.
In Champion's defense, he's not worse than Ultra Rugal.
He's not. He's very
Ultra
balanced.
Rugal. Now that's a dude that needs to be banned forever.
Yeah, the champion is not that hard. He's really not that broke, and that's just me because I have a lot of fighting game experience. I tried to play with him. I got beat down. I was playing with champion, but I got destroyed because he's slow. It's just that you gotta. He requires a lot of time. You can't use your tag characters with him. You can't tag. He's solo. He's basically 1v4.
I'll say this. I can see where a good Spider-Man would just absolutely run him off the map. Because he is
Spider-Man,
slow.
Ghost Rider, a really good Black Panther. Like he gets beat down by a lot of characters.
The Asian cat who was using Black Panther absolutely ran both of us, and he was taking the time. He's not even that good at the game yet. He was playing with a leverless. It was pretty, but shout out to him. I was like, man, I ain't got time for all that. Let me plug up this whole thing. So he had the cable. Let me hook up my thing. But the brother I play against, he picked champion, and he actually was nice enough. He said, I'm gonna unlock champion for my homeboy real quick because he played with champion. I was playing with Penny. It didn't quite work out. I switched to Miss Marvel. I almost had him a couple of rounds because they was like, oh, you playing neutral, huh? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bruh, you take up half the screen with your big kick. I'm going to use my big fist. And they was nice. They weren't like being rude. But I'm like, what's wrong with playing neutral? But then when I said, oh, yeah, I'm about to be out, he was like, oh, man, you got to learn you some combos, bro. You'll up your game. I was about to say something. I was like, I know he's probably
combos. It's what I'm saying. All I gotta do is press this button 3 times. I got my combos.
But I'm like, but I have a big fist, and this dude take off half my energy with a kick, and then he got that cheap. Once he gets you in the corner, you can't get out of it. I can't push block you, so I got to keep you off of me. Of course, I'm gonna play it.
I wouldn't be surprised if a push block comes in an update later on.
I just think it's a little bit dorky to be like, well, I learned some combos. Oh, we playing neutral. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you just run up on me when you got 4 or 5 moves you do and I'm dead. Or you get this.
Use them auto combos, man.
I got them in a couple of blenders with Penny. I just was like, I never played against the champion. That's my first time touching on him. I think that once I get better at the game, the way he playing it, I think I will absolutely start to wipe him. Maybe that's just me bragging. Maybe, I took the challenge. I started to learn how to zone him out a little bit with Miss Marvel and to win a couple of rounds. But he got me in the blender. I don't like it, but that's on me. The good thing is I can control that. I can figure things out such and such. But I was just like, nah. Like, who plays with the boss? I think that's whack. You start with the boss character on the first weekend.
Yep.
Hey, come on, man.
Ain't nobody really playing with him online though, for real.
I mean, because all the fast people.
I think they picked the boss character at that tournament because they think he didn't know the matchup. Because nobody really knows the matchup because nobody's playing with that character. The character itself is not as strong as people think it is. He's just not. He's a boss character, but he ain't really all of that.
We were just playing, no tournament. No, it was just friendly. But I was just like, this is all you gonna use? This guy? It's like that's kind of weak. In my opinion, it's a little weak. But I feel like, man,
it is a tournament. Money's on the line. They're gonna play cheap. That's what they're gonna do.
I'm like, bro, like you got this almost infinite combo by this dude who can pick you up in a animation when you on the ground. Like that is so whack. I mean, I guess I need to go ahead and learn how to do it, but good lord.
Well, at least somebody was like, just block.
There's no way.
They
Everybody was like,
love
yeah,
that one.
it's like, yeah, there's no way to block it. It's like, I said, dang, bro, I'm just gonna be stuck in this combo. And he's like, yeah, once you're stuck in it, you just that. And he's like, at least they admitted it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of that. I mean, there was, one dude was like, oh, that's so cool. I'm like, man, this is trash. Like, I'm having fun though. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, boy, y'all love the root for the easy route, but y'all love to talk about do combos, this and that. You got some of these auto combos.
That's the FGC right there.
But didn't we go over this?
You need to do the hardest thing possible while I pick the easiest character there is with the most damage.
Yeah,
but
that dude takes so much damage. What you don't know what he's doing, and all I did was adjust a little bit, and I almost came, was starting to come back on him. He just kept getting me up because I couldn't, get my counters out. But he wasn't even aware of the counters. He was like, "Oh man, how you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, I learned the counter because I got to, because you can't block all the damn time. So I got to counter you to get you off of me, and do such and such."
How do they not know the counter when?
Right, they just too busy learning.
The tutorial at the beginning of the game shows you that.
They too busy mashing the fast combo that they learned from some stream, and it's good for them.
Oh yeah.
But they not learning all the fundamentals. So I know once I get better at combos, like I may not be able to beat the dude on Black Panther because he clearly gonna get a little bit better. But the other dude with the champion, I'm like, boy, if you pick somebody else, I think I'm gonna watch you. But I ain't say that. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know about you. You better learn to play with somebody else because you gonna get that Spider-Man player that's gonna make you cry on these sticks. Cause ain't no way. You gonna get Mike with the damn chain from hell spinning you around.
Man, look, I'm gonna be honest. The second guy get a chance to really, really play,
oh man,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I ain't playing you, Mike. You gonna break people. I ain't playing you no more, man. I'm gonna just be your practice test of.
Coop be beating me all the time. What y'all talking about?
I beat you like 3 times out of 20. I don't know, man. It's fine. I got the whooping. You gave it to me. Look, I'll say this, bro. As much as I know that, and shout out to dude, I just say that because I'm salty because I got beat by a character that take off half your energy bar with 5 moves. I don't like that, but that's on me. I can see where I can get better at it. Rivals, bruh, I can be doing everything in my power, and I can't win. And when you just gonna lose that match, you gonna lose that match because your teammate deem it so. Because your teammate, like, bruh, I can respect the A whooping I get in Tokon. Cool, I either get better or maybe this is my level. I'll just play the computer. I'm fine with that. Nothing is worse than Rivals when you really out there balling, doing all this. Bro, I even feel bad for a Devil Dinosaur that I beat. He was kicking my butt all day long. He went 38 such and such. I made a quick play at the end to stop the cart with the hood. His teammates didn't heal him at the last minute. I popped him at the last minute. They lost. I like, dang, this dude should be MVP, and he lose like that. It's so catch 20, like 50-50 toss up. If you a couple of key plays can keep you from winning, no matter how good you perform. I felt like I stole it, but at the same time, I deserve it because all the hell I had to go through with salty teammates who don't want to play until the last. Like, bruh, I've now gotten to the point where I know that if they throw in early, I skip half of the match. I go to the end. If it's on cart and I'm on defense, I go to the other end of the map. I just start talking crazy to them like, hey, y'all throwing, GG, y'all throwing. I see what y'all doing. Y'all ain't about to use me as the tank, as a meat shield to not do nothing. Because ultimately, you use me as a meat shield, they're going to, if it's a Spider-Man, he's going to run over you. He's going to catch up with you on purpose and to seek you out, or Bucky or something like that. Like, the characters with all the movement are going to destroy you. You have to bunker down. If that ain't your playstyle, you got to counter it. And it's like, it takes them, they will blow half of the game. And then I'm at the end of the last leg with 6 minutes that we got to defend. Like tower defense, the game is starting to feel like a tough roguelike tower defense game instead of a give and take back and forth flow that you can have if people will pick right. With your if your teammates will use half a brain cell. Look, I get it, bro. Quick play, y'all ain't got to try that hard, whatever. But if you want to get better at the game and you're not boosted, it takes a little bit of effort. That's all I'm saying. Pick characters to your skill level. Don't worry about the streamers. Don't worry about all the content creators that tell you who's trash and this and that, such and such. Pick what your skill level is. Try to be good at it. You can make any character, no matter how trash. Even when Widow was trash, they had some really cracked Widows. Every blue moon that pop up that make your life hell. It can be done. A lot of y'all need to quit playing Spider-Man because you ain't got the skill. It can be done, but you need to quit doing it. You need to quit trying so damn hard to fit him on every match. You just don't have to. I promise you. People don't flex. People don't have variety. Like, I know I'll get my butt kicked with playing the champion. I pulled out Penny. He can hit her hitbox all day. I had fun trying to cross him up and try to figure him out and to bring some heat to him. I did more with Miss Marvel with it. I did some with Star-Lord. You know, that's on me. So I hate playing a rigged situation. You know, I wouldn't mind a little push block in Tokon, to be honest with you. Like, y'all need some combo breakers for some of that cheap stuff.
I can see a push block coming.
Like that stuff there. Like, I shouldn't have to throw out my counter and use it as an attack move to have a pre-counter setup. I should be able to break some of this stuff. If I have meter and can use it, maybe it takes all 3 meter. I don't know. But it needs something. Like, people figuring out the cheapest reset infinites already, and it's like, all right, y'all hate the game, but then y'all do all the cheapy stuff. Like, I know I'm new, baby. I'm new to the FGC, but I ain't new to the game.
You're new to the FGC. Even saying that, it's like, really, this is what we mean.
This is what y'all like. This is what we're gonna do.
This is what they've been doing. This is what they've been doing. Cool.
Yo, in the open beta, there was a Black Panther that kept getting me in an infinite reset, and I was like, I wasn't angry. I was just like, yo, how is he doing? Well, it could have been she, but I was like, how is he doing this? And I was like trying to see like when he was resetting me. I was like, I can't catch like, I know it's happening. So I think it was happening with the assist. I think that's why I couldn't catch it fully.
And if it's the assist as an overhead, then it just throws you off. That's what I seem to see. And it's like, by the time they overhead you and then reset you, then you're done. Like 3 sets of that, and then you just out. And the Hulk and the champion, they just take off so much energy.
Oh yeah, and I haven't fought the Hulk yet, but I'm pretty sure I know he is.
I play with Hulk now, so
yeah, I saw your footage, so I was like, I know he official.
Man, shout out to Maximilian.
I'm pretty sure Snake Eyes gonna be playing with him.
Dota, I don't know.
Snake Eyes is playing with the champion, by the way.
Oh really? So, I knew he was gonna have some kind of big guy.
Yeah, he's playing with champion.
Snake Eyes love the big dudes, so
man,
he always have somebody that's going to grab you and slam you or something.
Man, what the guy did in the tournament with Maximilian and RDC1, it was just a friendly streamer tournament on day 1. It was pretty cool. You know, shout out to Leland RDC1. He almost beat Max. But Max is a big Wolverine guy, so he's just all up over you. But you know, he had Spider-Man. So at the end of the day, y'all, this game is fire. It just is. Tokon is fire. Marvel Gaming is on fire. You know, shout out to all the film bros.
You got rivals, and I mean, you still got people that on the mobile side play champions a lot.
Absolutely, Strike Force. So Marvel have Strike Force. They have Contest of Champions making the money. They got Rivals. They got Cosmic Invasion, which, you know, give or take here or there. It might get some more people as they release a couple of stuff. Like, it's gonna come in and come out. It's not gonna make a ton of money. It probably made enough money as a beat 'em up, and hopefully they keep it supported. But I can see where they may not, just because of who they got to do it. Like, they do, but you know, beat 'em ups, you know, unfortunately. But they have it. They have a beat 'em up that if you want to, like, hey man, you know, I'll take a break. I can play Marvel. I'll go play Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Then I can go play Tokon. I can go play Rivals.
Cosmic Invasion is straight dope.
That's 5 games. And we about to have Wolverine.
Yeah.
Bruh, when they came out with Marvel licensing, Marvel games for licensing, they were not lying of what they was gonna do. Disney realized and Marvel realized they don't want to own a gaming company. Oh, wait a minute, we have IP, just like GTA. We can sell that IP. We can license it out, and then we're gonna let people who gotta still adhere to our guidelines to use our IP how they want to use the characters. And they have not slowed down or stopped at all.
Nah.
So shout out to Marvel Games, man. They got
kept
it,
it
bro.
rolling.
Like
Like,
I can play.
If you a Marvel head, like you definitely got enough to play. And I'm
Bruh,
gonna be
you got-
honest. Like some people have said, Tokon is the most. Like I said, I would love to just play in the room with you guys. I'm completely fine with that. I don't even have to touch rank. Now
bruh.
there might be a couple of times where I'm like, you know what? Let me show these guys. Let me show
Now,
these guys something.
yeah, we know how Mike gonna whip out the chain of hell.
Man, look.
But the
I've
game
been
just
trying to work
came
on
out,
it.
and you know what game wasn't in that room? Now maybe it will come out. Wasn't no Avatar, bro. They had guilty. They had an old Guilty Gear.
What they had Strive up there?
No, they had the one before that, the more cartoony, like the more
Oh,
older
probably Exert. I
X,
guess.
yeah, something. So it still looked beautiful. They was just two dudes playing it or three. They didn't even worry about Tokon. They had,
you mean Avatar?
yeah. But I mean, I'm saying they didn't come to the Tokon side. They right by us. They didn't want to play Tokon. They just Guilty Gear. Like to see that. How do one dude, he whipped out his Hori pad. He was like, he just on it. So he didn't even look my way. After I introduced myself, he was just on Guilty Gear, him and his partner. And it was like 3 or 4 of us rotating through the Tokon machine, PS5. So Tokon is already there on the fight nights. I know they used to do it. They brought it back. Shout out to them. Like I said, I think it was fun. I don't know how much I want to be bothered with this, but I think I'm going to let myself socialize on Mondays. If my wife let me, I ain't going to be able to stay too late. So I'm just going to go there, get beat up a couple times and leave. I might go to the gym first, do that.
You say that,
but you know what?
You're going to get better just by playing. You'll get
Yes,
better. Because you'll learn.
Though.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I know
you learn like timing and stuff.
I haven't touched enough characters that I know that there's a character I can learn that I can destroy the champion with. I feel like I can. Because once I figure out that big
kick,
kick,
the champion with my Black Panther.
Coop, I think you taking the champion character too. He beat you because you have not fought him yet.
That was my first time touching him. So
right. So I think you giving champion way too much credit. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I promise you, bro.
I will give him credit. All right, I will creditly beat him.
He's not that strong.
Figure a way to bust him up thoroughly if he stay with champion. I want that guy to stay with champion. Because I'm going to destroy champion.
He's just not that strong of a character.
Once I figure out my defense rotations a little bit more,
I cannot give champion all that credit just because he got some combos or some guy caught you in a loop. No, bro. Champion is not. He's really not, bro. He's actually very weak. The champion as a character in this game, like Robert Tokon, talk about take my fighting game knowledge.
But you know what?
My experience. He is trash.
You're not wrong because
he's trash. He's not good.
Danger, the infinite combo I got with Danger, I don't never want to see that ever again. Yeah. I was like, my God.
Like Danger is just using Danger for Danger destroys champion. Like look, the whole roster, the Hulk can beat champion. Like champion is a joke character. He's a free character that they gave you on this game that you didn't have to pay for with DLC. That's who champion is. That's who champion really is. He's the Intercontinental champion at the end of the day. He's not that good of a character.
My question is, why did they
really trash? I'm sorry, bro. He's trash. He's not good.
They didn't give you the promoter. Like I didn't see the promoter. Like they don't give you the promoter, do they?
No.
She'll be out
fight her
soon.
Like you can. No, she's not gonna be. Nah.
You don't think she'll be playable?
I feel like
I don't see them making that model for nothing.
I feel like that's a wasted character slot. If they give us a DLC promotion, I will come online and make a video and trash ArcSys for that. No,
really?
Do not make her a DLC. She's not cool. I don't care because she's part of the story. No, give me some characters no. The
I think you go get the promoter.
I'm disappointed in the champion. That's why I'm listening to Cool. That's why I'm listening to Cool talk about, man, the champion just beat me. I'm like, champion? Like,
Hey, bro.
yeah, he's cheap, but he's not that good, bro. Champion is trash.
He just takes off
trash.
a lot of. He just take off a lot of energy.
If he connect, but if
Yeah,
you overwhelm him, he can't do nothing, bro. He is slow.
I just got to get my combos down, and I would
like, you just ain't been playing it, and I'm not even mad at you. Like, you like, if I was to play with champion and you just got on the game and I went and picked champion or something, right? I could have beat you with champion because I know you don't know the matchup. But dude, when I tell you,
bro,
there is nobody. You know
what got me? You know what really got me?
On rank. Nobody's playing that character right now.
You know what it is? It's like a hezzy. He do the crooked leg. He stick his leg up and then he delay. Like, wait a minute, what's this so slow?
You just didn't know you didn't know the matchup, and that's fine. I'm telling you, the champion is trash. He is trash, man. Like, that character is like, for him to be a boss character, he is trash. The fact that you can't even you can use him as a tag. Like, if he's part of your team, you can tag him in and use his tag assist. But when he's the actual character, first of all, you got to build his meter up to turn him into a Super Saiyan. And you don't get that until round 2. Like, that's crazy. The character is trash. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not giving champion. No, I don't care how cheap it may have felt. That character is trash. No, he's trash. Fair, ain't nobody online.
To be fair, y'all, I just stressed open mind out. I didn't play. Look, I was actually playing Rivals like an idiot instead of playing Tokon when I bought Tokon. So this is I have not played it the whole. I didn't play Tokon until I went to go play against live humans. Because I had a chance to play against.
You sat down and played this game. You ain't played episode mode yet. When you play episode mode and you beat champion, you gonna be like, "That's it? That's all?" Like, come on, man. I was playing with characters in episode mode that I don't even play, and I beat champion. I beat champion with characters I didn't even laugh.
I didn't want to pass up the opportunity that I have not played. I cannot recall the last time I sat down in a room and played a fighting game.
And the game gets progressively harder as you complete one episode and you go to another episode to beat the game with that group of characters. The game gets progressively harder. So you can see CPU level 8, like you can see it right up under there. Champion is trash on the hardest difficulty. He's still trash.
Damn.
And I'm telling you, he blocking everything. He dodging everything. He countering. He doing a little orange shadow counter that NERDSoul was doing on me and you. He is spamming it. I'm telling you, the hardest level CPU is doing everything the game has to offer, and I still beat champion with Green Goblin, and I don't even play with Green Goblin. But I was trying to use the villain story because I was trying to unlock Magneto's colors. Man, you got to unlock certain colors by beating the game. I got this dope color for Magneto now because I just played the villain. I actually live streamed myself playing it. My recent live stream was me using the villain, the 4 villain characters because Magneto's a part of that group. I don't play with Doom. I don't play with Goblin. I don't play with Carnage, but I do play with Magneto. So I had to beat the game with that group to get that color for Magneto. But there are certain battle missions you have to do with Green Goblin in order to, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get all 4 of their colors, but you have to complete the battle missions that they put you on the screen. So I'm like, I don't even know how to play with Green Goblin. I'll beat the crap out of champion with Green Goblin. I don't play with these characters. I beat the game with characters that I have not labbed, have not mashed a button with, and I beat champion 3 times. And I
wasn't even spamming none of the penny stuff or the webs. I was trying to run up to actually fight them, straight up or whatever, and try to do some stuff. But it's like all I'm saying is, we doing neutral now, yeah. I like what you said though about the fact that they complained about this game being easy mode, right? But then when you go to a tournament, they pick the character that's the most easiest to use. The most broken, cheapest, easy. Yeah. Like, I know that combo was not. He was barely touching buttons to do the stuff at the end of the wall. By the time he hits you, then all of a sudden he can just pick you up when the whole animation stops. I'm like, this is so whack and lame. Like, this is a lame character.
But that's the FBC. That's the FGC being the hypocrites that they are, right? They're going to shame the rest of the community who aren't pro players for the character that they choose to play with, but then when they go to the tournament with money on the line, they're using the cheapest character possible with the easiest combo. Everybody's a Ken and Ryu man.
I'm gonna say this: I play altruistic. I try to be fair. I see now. If I sit here and learn to become like NERDSoul with that chain and be cheap, I'm going to do. I hate to say this, like y'all gonna beat me up with that, but if I go ahead and find my cheap character, I am going to ruin your life. I am going to make you feel it like I feel it on Rivals, because I'm gonna pretend y'all are the Rivals community, and I'm gonna hurt you.
Listen, you're not scared of me. Ain't neither one of y'all scared of me. Listen, I'm a platinum rank right now. I'm fighting in platinum rank, and it is super sweaty online. So I'm a lot better than I was on the beta. I'm gonna just tell both of y'all that right now. I'm still learning stuff, but I'm like a night and day from who I was on the beta to right now, because I've been playing the whole time we've been doing this show. I've been playing Tokon this whole time. I just ranked up to platinum right here as we recording this. So I'm telling you, it's sweaty in platinum. So I know diamond and vibranium gonna be ridiculous, but I ain't in no hurry because I actually want to stay on the lower ranks because there's still some things I need to learn. I'm a lot better. So whenever y'all want these hands and these buttons, just let me know. We ain't got to stream about it. We can just hit me up and be late at night when I get off work. But we can jump on.
I'm gonna still be filming my recording my.
I might jump on. I might go in and check with my wife. I might jump in for a few, get beat up a little bit. Cause I know one thing, Open Mind, he for real, y'all. He gonna be on this game. I saw you. I was like, let me look at Open Mind. I was like, oh, you came back to Rivals for about a couple of matches. I was like,
I had to take a break. Yeah.
I was like, oh,
it's sweaty.
It was like
Marvel Tokon is sweaty the higher you rank up. It's sweaty, bro. They are sweaty right now.
But you know what? I think even the Asian dude who was winning, I think his hands was tired. Now he was on the level list. I don't know how you play on the level list.
Look, my hand started cramping up. I said I gotta take a break because Rivals is not button mashy like that. I don't have to, it's very relaxing. It's relaxing to play Rivals when you just on your wrist and your front thumb. Tokon is sweaty.
I'm sorry. I'm happy. Even if I win, I'm happy to rotate. I'm happy to play round robin.
But I'm gonna say this before we end the show. All you Tokon haters out there that hated on the auto combo, okay, I'm in the platinum right now, and I fought a few diamonds. Right? Y'all using the auto combo. Just wanted to say that. Y'all using the auto combo. For y'all to be so classic controls purists, and y'all, all the shame you put on this easy mode combo. Y'all using that auto combo, and you're using that auto combo.
DP wake up super.
Nope, they not doing
super. I'm just saying they be loving to say these words.
All the easy mode stuff that they said this game was for the casual scrubs.
I like to earn my moves. I've
been taking some L's. Now I act like I'm
I
got beat by a lot of these scrubbed out combos that y'all say. When they say you scrubbed me out, yeah, I got scrubbed out a lot since I've been in the platinum rank. Where y'all just auto comboing me and knocking me into the next screen. Y'all using that auto combo on Marvel Tokon.
Cloudy Rio gets to the point. I love hearing the brother talk. He's like, look, y'all, you pros or wannabe pros, y'all so mad about these modern day controls. He's like, let people assess this game, just like how Max have said it, whatever. And if you are a pro in this and that, beat me. You got the skill level to wash me out, to make me want to either quit the game or raise my level up. You don't even have to be a butthead about it. You have the skill. If you're getting beat by something that is predictable and this and that, which you can't just really auto, like you have to still connect and do it, to do it. So that takes a skill in itself. It's still timing and resource management and movement. So if you have all these things and you can do all these supers and all this and DP motions and all that, then just do it and wash me up, beat me up, shut us up. and then say you're a
But you know
scrub.
what?
You can
You know
do it.
what's asinine about this whole argument? This is what's asinine to me about this whole argument. You're gonna complain if I beat you. Let's say y'all, you listening. If I beat you, and I'm the scrub, and I beat you using the basic control scheme that the game has given me, right? Why then would you say, how come you didn't use the super complicated combo to beat me? You beat me using that auto stuff. But so if I beat you using the complicated combo, you're gonna feel better about losing?
Yeah, isn't a win a win?
Because here's the thing, nobody likes losing, right? So you're telling me that you can accept the loss that I gave you if I did the super complicated infinite combo, unwashed butt combo, where I play the game all day without washing my butt at all, brushing my teeth or showering at all. You guys who sit on these games
with Cheetos in your hand,
you know what I'm saying? Your room smelling like feet and corn chips. Your house looking crusty. You know, if I beat you with that combo, you're gonna feel better about the loss because you lost either way. I either beat you with the auto basic combo or I beat you with the super complicated unwashed butt combo. Either way, you still lost. So I don't understand the argument. I don't understand your stance because if it's how are you mad at the way you lost?
Don't you understand? You have to lose to either Magic or Spider-Man, maybe Blade, and you have to lose to any of the Drive, Rush You Down characters that's super popular that's only get picked all the time. You have to lose by them to be respected.
I can tell you right now, nobody's playing Magic no more.
Oh, really?
I don't say nobody. I've had a handful of Magic fights. You know who I'm fighting a lot now? Loki and Carnage.
Loki is ridiculous.
Man, when they announced Carnage, I was like, he's going to be a problem, y'all.
He's not a problem. No, really? He's not a problem. He's just used a lot. Now, can Carnage do some crazy, wacky stuff? Yes. But the whole roster can't. What I'm saying is, who's the problem? Because you're saying he's a problem because everybody's picking him. He's not a problem.
No, I'm saying he's a problem because his moves look insane.
Yeah.
They're not, though.
Oh, really?
They're blockable. They're punishable. Look. I got clips, so you'll see him when I put my video out. Carnage, he's not trash. I would be lying if I said Carnage was trash. That would be cap. He's not a problem. Spider-Man is a problem.
Yeah, Spider-Man is a problem. Yeah, Spider-Man.
He literally.
But I don't fight enough Spider-Mans to learn the matchup because nobody's picking Spider-Man like that. Who are they playing with? Loki and Carnage. And it's another character that everybody's playing with. Who else? Who is it? Can't think of the top of my head right now. Can't think of the top of my head right now. But
is it a girl?
I'm trying to think because this is who I've been fighting online. When I'm talking about is online ranked, I don't know what's going on in casual mode because I don't play that much. But it's 3 characters, and I'll probably remember as soon as we end the show. But I know it's Loki and Carnage. Oh, Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah, Doom. Yeah, Doom will be in there.
So who am I facing a lot? Who am I fighting a lot? And not the same person, but people playing with the same character. I'm fighting Carnage a lot. I'm fighting Loki a lot. I'm fighting Dr. Doom a lot. And Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Star-Lord is the problem.
Yeah,
Star-Lord is the problem.
I love Star-Lord.
He's a problem. You want to say what a problem character is? A character that gave me problem? Star-Lord.
And he ain't hard to use either. And he's fast.
Carnage is not a problem. But he's replaced Magic in the air quote popular character thing. Who's popular now? Not if the game is out. It's Carnage.
He's the edgelord murderer, and he's so cool.
Yeah,
because he's a murderer.
Everybody's lead person, point man. Round 1 fight is Carnage. Green Carnage, white Carnage, black and red Carnage, purple Carnage. They got the color scheme. It's Carnage. Okay, so who's the problem though? Spider-Man and Loki and Star-Lord. These characters are the actual problem. And the occasional Black Panther that I run into, I've yet to beat a Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther.
And I'm talking about, I don't get a lot of Black Panther fights, but every Black Panther fight I've had since this game released, I've lost. I have not beat Black Panther yet.
She and Spider-Man become practically unblockable.
Problem.
We
talk about what the problem
literally,
is. Problem.
They're not blockable at all. Like the way they move, they cannot be blocked or stopped.
It's unreactable. Yes, you can react to these things, but you got to have an unwashed butt to react to these characters.
Like
you can't take a shower. You got to play this game all day without showering in order to beat Spider-Man and Black Panther and Star-Lord.
It's a bit like Spider-Man is a bit much for people not to use them. Like honestly,
no, Spider-Man is cheap. Spider-Man is ridiculous on this game.
Because even if you block him, I think he can still yoink you a little bit.
Spider-Man can pull himself to the screen without touching you with his web.
Yeah, he can just get to you, on you, top you.
And when he's webbing towards you, it goes through your projectile. He goes behind your projectile. So if you shoot a projectile, unless it's an EX projectile, if it's just a normal projectile, he can web swing himself directly to you, dive kick you, and now you're in his little combo blender. Spider-Man is a problem. Yeah, and I looked at the ranking, the master rank now, because it's not the same master rank as one in the beta. Who's at the top? The top player right now, as we speak, that's at master rank, is the Spider-Man name. He has Spider-Man, Magic, Carnage, and Black Panther. That's who's in first place, top ranked Marvel Tokon ranking right now as we speak. That guy, the individual, is a Spider-Man name. He has Magic on the team, but I actually watched some of his replays because I was just being nosy. Because you can go watch their replays. You just go to their profile and go to their little replay list and just watch a few of his fights. I watched a few of his fights. He doesn't use Magic much other than for an assist. Magic is on the team, but he's not playing with Magic. He's playing with Spider-Man. He's just using Magic as an assist. That dude never swapped out. He never swapped out. He soloed with Spider-Man.
Like they told me, I gotta go learn some combos, man.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, bro. And look, and I'm gonna tell you this, Coop, you don't have to really learn all the sweaty. Go through the combo trials. The combo trials show you things that you didn't know the character can do. You don't even have to complete the combo trial. You can not complete it. It's just that you watching the menu telling you this combo that this character can do, and then you can kind of customize that joint for yourself. I completed Magneto's combo trials, which wasn't easy, but the fact that he could do that, I'm like, oh. So I'm not going to actually do this combo, but I'm going to tweak it up a little bit and do my own version of it. Man, I got a combo with Magneto that does that does 50% damage.
I'm going to take pride in learning to be able to beat the popular characters with the most weirdest characters that ain't nobody using.
Yeah, and let me tell you,
I know
Penny.
I know the weirder the character and the better if I beat people with them is going to piss them off.
Look, what I'm going to say is controversial. Storm is a weird character.
Oh, she's a little unorthodox because of the wind stuff.
Because people don't know what that wind is for. It doesn't push them back. What it does is you set a projectile up.
Yeah, it plays around with her
use
projectiles.
The wind, and you push the wind. The wind pushes her projectile at you, and you can't block it.
Somebody who
if you don't use the wind.
A heady person is gonna learn to use Loki and her in some type of way with Black Panther, and it's gonna be literal hell.
Loki is Loki is so ridiculous. It's like I want to learn how to play with Loki, but I'm not ready. So I've been practicing in practice mode with Loki, but I have not took a fight with him yet because
somebody is gonna make a Loki, Deadpool, Storm.
That's the Black Panther combination. That's the other character. I said. What did I say? I said the problem character was Star-Lord. It wasn't Star-Lord. It's Deadpool. I said it wrong. I don't know why I said Star-Lord. Deadpool is a problem. He's worse. He has
three sets of moves. I think. Like his moves change. He changes. Like I'm saying, he starts out at one. It's just like in Rivals. He starts out as one, and then he can morph into a different set of movements to get stronger and more aggressive. I'm like, oh my God. Just looking at the guy, he can do too much.
Deadpool, I don't know why I said Star-Lord. I was thinking about Deadpool. It's not, Star-Lord is not the problem. I said that wrong. Please, I'm
He
correcting
is
myself. The three characters
higher.
that are a problem: Spider-Man, Loki, and Deadpool. Now,
Deadpool is high risk reward,
Deadpool,
super high risk, high reward.
no, he's high reward, high reward. Deadpool is on Marvel Tokon. Deadpool first, Spider-Man second, Loki third as far as problem. Now, who's popular? It's Carnage, Deadpool, and Spider-Man. These are the characters. I'm not Spider-Man so much. I'm not fighting a lot of Spider-Man. I'm fighting a lot of Carnages and a lot of Deadpool. So earlier I said it wrong because I couldn't think of the character. When you said Deadpool, you hit me upside my head. So it's not magic anymore. You know how everybody played with magic on the beta. Yeah. Everybody's playing with Deadpool. Everybody's playing with Carnage. Carnage isn't the problem. He's just the popular character that everybody's playing with. Deadpool is the problem. Black Panther is also a problem, but I don't fight enough of her to really know that is she really that big of a problem. I just kept losing to the Black Panthers that I fought because I just don't know the matchup. And she's just zipping and jumping around the screen. It's like, okay, they're actually using this character the way it's designed. I don't know how to stop this. I don't know how to get around this. She got overheads and underheads and stuff like that. And it's like, I thought I was blocking that, but she still clunked me upside the head. It looks like a straightforward mid, but it's not. It's an overhead. It's like Black Panther is crazy. But I think if I fight enough Black Panthers, I'll stop losing those fights because Black Panther is the only character on his roster I haven't beat yet. I haven't beat nobody. If you play a Black Panther, you probably gonna beat me because I just don't know the matchup yet. I don't get enough fights, but I get enough Carnage fights. Deadpool is 50-50. My win rate against Deadpool is 50%. It's a roll of the dice. Deadpool is a problem with Marvel Tokon.
So I got a question.
Spider-Man coming strong second.
So who is considered the worst character on the game? Let me guess, this Penny, huh?
Worst character? No,
yes.
Champion.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, damn.
Champion the worst character on the game. Like I don't care what happened to you at the tournament today. I'm sorry that happened to you.
I know, man. I get it.
But I don't care what happened to you. It never happened to me. It's not gonna happen to me. I wish I would lose to a champion. unless it's Snake Eyes. Okay, well, Snake Eyes beat me. It's Snake Eyes. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about the average Joe sitting on his couch playing with champion. Get out of here with this character. I'm one and done in you just for having the audacity to fight me with this character on rank. I'm not going to set with you. If you're listening to this video, if you play with champion and your name is not Snake Eyes, one and done, I'm not going to set with you. Because what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't tag. You can't do tag combos. You can't go Super Saiyan until round 2. What are you doing? Oh, you think I'm gonna let you stand there and let you grab me? I'm finna spam these Magneto. I'm throwing Uber cars at you with Magneto to play with me. I will throw 5 Uber cars at you. Uber and Lyft. I'm throwing Uber cars, Lyft, Uber Black. I'm spinning all the cars at you with Magneto.
Is the moment I started taking the fist, the overhead, like the big fist, and catching them on the double jump, he had trouble with it. So it's like he was like, you know, he got the big move, the big kick when I miss a little bit, and he get the little cheap combo. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think you is. And he wasn't rude or nothing, but I'm like, I don't think this dude is that good.
He knew you didn't know the matchup. That's what he did.
Because he wasn't using assists. He did like, I'm like, all right.
The character can't use assists.
It's kind of goofy.
It's not that he wasn't doing it because he was just being arrogant. The actual character's design, he cannot use his assists.
If it wasn't for that little Thanos ball that go through your, if that ball, I didn't know that it didn't like it goes through your projectile and keep going. If that move could be canceled faster, he wouldn't have nothing.
I'll throw EX cars at champion and it goes through his ball.
Okay.
Got to be EX though.
So now that I know that, because see, I'm not bad. I'm bad about you remember to use the EX webs with Penny. Yes. It's like
you have to go back to the tutorial when you get a chance and and see how to do the regular version of the move, the EX version of the move, and
I
also
wasn't.
do the combo trials because they're showing you things with the character that practice mode don't show you. The combo trials actually shows you this
But
character can do this, this character can
you
do
know
that.
what? You know what I got him with a couple times though.
What?
The big spider. You like what
Of
the hell is
course,
that?
everybody, because that spider's so random and you don't know it's coming and you can't block
I
it. It's
said,
blockable, but you who's
and
gonna
you know
block
what
that?
they
You
they
can't block
be
it.
saying? So is this that false jump?
Yep, that's that big giant spider come out the air, and bump you upside the head, like, and it's a hard knockdown too when it hits you. Like, yeah, but I'm telling you, Champion is the worst character. Just to answer your question, who's the worst character on Marvel Tokon? Champion. The actual boss character is the actual worst character on the game. Now, can somebody be good with him? Of course. If you know how to play fighting games and you got good fundamentals, you can be good with anybody. That's just to say that nobody can win with Champion or that I can't take an L to Champion. But you better have Michael Jordan's fundamentals because I actually know that character's matchup. The CPU came at me with everything it had, hardest mode, and the CPU is on point. Like they gonna always hit confirm you on that episode mode. That episode mode ain't as easy as it looks. The computer be saucing you up, and I still beat the computer. I was able to beat Champion with characters I have not labbed or played with or mashed a button for. Because you kind of have to, because you're playing with that 4-man team that the game tells you to play with it, not your own custom 4-man team, because you're playing episode mode. So you're going to have to play with all 4 of your characters because it kind of forces you to do it. Each fight that you have, a specific character has to fight, and you got to do a specific mission to unlock a specific color. You have to do what the game is telling you to do. But once you finish the episode mode, you don't have to play with that character again. And if I can beat CPU on the hardest difficulty with a character that I have not mashed the button for, I don't even know what this move does. I just press the button. Oh, that's what it does. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. And but I'm doing this in real time in the middle of the fight. Like, bro, I'm telling both of y'all when y'all get a chance. When you get the game again, run through that tutorial mode with Captain America. Do that first, and then go to the menus and go to the combo trials specifically. Especially you, NERDSoul. Go to combo trials with Ghost Rider. There's some things that you haven't been doing that once you learn, you're gonna be even worse than you was on the beta.
Yeah, because like I started close to the end of the beta. I started figuring out how I wanted to play Storm. I was like, oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah. Just do. You don't have, and see the thing about the combo trials, you don't have to complete them. I mean, if you just want that special color for them, then go ahead. But those combo trials are not easy. I'm just telling y'all, the purpose is so that because there are moves that you can do with these characters that the command list don't tell you. That you go to the command list, it doesn't say it on the command list, but with the combo trial, say, hey, do this, the same special move. You got special moves that you can do that won't cost you meter, but you get the EX version of it if you press this button with that button.
Well,
I didn't know that they could do that. Go ahead.
Your advice, I'm gonna go through the combo trials. I'm gonna do it with Penny and Miss Marvel. I'm gonna do it with all the characters nobody don't want, because I don't have to play Edgelord. I'll get around to that eventually, just because I want to annoy people. Because I ain't no FGC person. I ain't gonna be saying all these terms and all this. I will maybe learn some of the math about the frames and this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna really remember all that. I just want to know what hits and work, and when I see a certain thing, because you have to see it by visuality, by visual sight anyway. So I have to see when I see something is punishable or, plus on block, as they love to say.
Yeah.
The people who love to get all technical to prove that they're smarter than you. And that's fine if you got the experience. All I'm saying is that, folks, it's cool. Like I said, it don't really worry me if I'm not accepted this and that. But I tell you this, y'all, a game is more viable when you have people, more welcoming people to it. Whether if they good, this and that, the more people that play this game, the better the game will be. The more Sony and them will care. ArcSys has seen good track record of keeping up with their games. Quit trying to trash the game on week 1. Game just came out. and it's at least kind of a completed game. I mean, it got some stuff that got to get fixed. The PC version was a little bit messed up, but if you think you're boycotting Sony by playing their game on PC, you're not. I tell you
If
that.
they're still making money, could you playing it on PC?
Like that's
You
like
still got to make a PlayStation account to play it. At least Tokon anyway.
It's published by Sony, y'all. You play it on PC, you're not saving no money from Sony's pocket at all. And then they lucky they let ArcSys fix it. I'll tell you that. They ain't have to put it on PC. That's probably ArcSys on ArcSys behalf talking to them. Be like, hey man, let's put it on PC because guess where it's never gonna be. Coin flip time. Let's put I'm gonna say something. We can put a pin on this and we gonna end it. And let's just say if it ever gets past PC, do you think it'll be on Switch 2 or Xbox first? Which one you think will get
I don't see why. It's already on Xbox. Oh no, they're on Xbox yet. I don't know. It should be on both, to be honest, because they'll make more money.
Well, they not though, because they're not gonna do both. They're not gonna help Xbox. I bet you they will not help Xbox out. Maybe. If anything, it's gonna be 3 years. I got a feeling ArcSys will put that thing on Switch before they put it on Xbox. I don't know I don't know why. It's in my gut. In fact, I don't even need to pretend, man. Nintendo doing great right now. Listen to them reports. Spawn Wave Global. Y'all was hating Nintendo just a couple months ago. Now Nintendo's a year later. Earlier y'all hated them. Now y'all love them. And with that, I'm gonna bounce because I gotta go.
All right, no doubt. Well, of course, guys, I'm gonna throw it to Open Mind. Tell them where they can find you.
Open Mind 82, spell it with a Y on YouTube. Open Mind 82, spell it with a Y on TikTok, and I am Open Mind on IG. The thing about Marvel Tokon, I think y'all just need to let it cook for a minute. I know it had its PC issues, but they patched that today. They put an emergency patch out. I don't know what it did or didn't because I'm not on PC, but I'm assuming that it was. They acknowledged the fact that it was there. They did fix it. The game only been out for 4 days. I think y'all need to let the game cook. As far as this digital boycott, we've said enough. We beat that dead horse. I think y'all just need to cut it out for real. Stop it. The world is digital. Fight for our digital rights and all that jazz. And y'all just stay tuned for my review. I did a beta review, of course, but I'm actually going to do another review that the game is released. I'm going to give another, breakdown of stuff, characters that I think is good or bad, whatever. Even though I said it here, I still won't say it on my channel just to kind of like give the community, my followers and stuff like that, my dissertation. I got a bunch of clips to show y'all. I got to, pick the ones that's right, the ones that I want y'all to see, because I probably got like over an hour or two worth of footage of clips, but my video may be only 15-20 minutes long at the most. So with that said, good show. Hope y'all like it. Like I said, subscribe to me. Look out for that video. It's coming this week.
Now, with all that said, I wanted to give a pregnant pause for this. One, don't be worrying about them physicals. Get your digital rights together. Two, Marvel Tokon is straight fire. They didn't blow any kind of launch. You know what I'm saying? Especially with game, like, if it ain't like Cyberpunk, I don't want to hear nothing. Especially how that thing went through. So I don't want to hear none of that. But number 3, never forget. Earn Your Leisure are scammers.
I don't know. Came out of nowhere. Where you? I didn't know.
Earn Your Leisure are scammers, and they're all talk. But of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time, this is from us to you saying, stay real, keep your head up. Don't listen to Earn Your Leisure, and make your own decisions for your own money. Peace.
Peace.